Yeah, you know.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 67. Very special episode because we got a very special guest. Jeff from Hillbilly Havoc has made the trip all the way here just to be on the show, not to see his mom and visit his family. Just to be here.
No, forget them. Just here.
Yep.
That's was my goal.
So how long did it take you to get here, Jeff?
Let's see. Well, it took us about 10 hours, 11 hours, because we drove to my mom's cabin in Taos Bay, but it's 2 hours from here, so it was about 2 hours. Not bad. Not a bad trip.
With me, as always, is Brian and Alan. They're over there on camera 2. Jay is also here, but he said he's fine with just drinking, but he'll talk in a minute. I know. Jay's here to drink. That's fine.
We can get him to talk.
We'll get him to
talk
speak.
about Midsommar.
No.
Yeah, Midsommar again.
I was going to tell you, I almost watched Midsommar. That was it. I didn't actually watch it. I just almost watched it.
I almost watched it.
You want to be dead to me too?
I almost watched it, but then no.
Yeah.
Speaking of pizza, that pizza was pretty good. You know what else has good pizza? Green
Green Lantern, not overrated at all. Everybody loves Green Lantern. So I got to ask you right away, Jeff. I can't beat around the bush. What is happening with Hillbilly Havoc? When are you guys coming back?
Well, once COVID started happening, they put me and JP on different schedules. Well, the whole plant got on different schedules. So he goes in at like 6, I go in at 6:30, so we don't get a chance to ride with each other anymore. And we tried to record an episode 4th of July, and we had technical difficulties, and by that I mean I forgot batteries, and we ran out of batteries 20 minutes into it. So hopefully soon we'll get another episode coming.
That Zoom recorder works really good with batteries, I'm telling you.
It does.
Yeah.
It's the best thing for it.
And so Jeff makes Pop-Tarts.
I do.
That's awesome.
And Nutri-Grain bars.
That's awesome.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. This
I was
is
on
Pop-Tart
a couple
guy.
weeks ago. I mean, you were talking about Towels Bay.
I just didn't put a face to the name.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard not to. I mean,
Well, could your parents, that's where they go to. That's where their place is, right? Oscoda, yeah. Up that way.
yeah, I ended up very far away.
Yeah. Interesting. Pop-Tarts.
I got a little sunburnt while I was
Do
there.
you have any, like, breaking news, like anything surprise Pop-Tarts coming? Something that no one else knows about that you can hear about first here?
Actually, we do. We got another pretzel flavor coming out here soon.
Really?
Oh, my God.
We did a test run out of it. It's salted caramel.
Salted caramel
Salted caramel.
Pop-Tarts.
Nacho cheese.
Yeah.
Nacho cheese
Nacho
and pretzel.
cheese.
Hidden
Dude, that
Valley-
would be so sweet,
That
though.
Hidden Valley Ranch Pop-Tart meme is my least
How-
favorite thing of all time.
Jalapeno flavor.
Jalapeno flavor
like,
Pop-Tart?
like
Oh,
that's
you're not being
seriously
serious.
that would
got me.
seriously like a nacho cheese like flavor, like nacho cheese stuffed inside of a pretzel. I would eat it. I would eat it.
The avocado
Bacon ranch.
for the girls in California.
Yeah,
Everything's
love
gotta have
avocados, though.
avocado.
Avocado toast. There's
they
nothing
should have
like
like
it.
lox and bagels. Like,
You ever had lox?
oh yes, once. Well, I was with a Jewish woman for 10 years.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I need to try this. She goes, are you really sure? And I'm like, yeah, I just need to try it. You know, they eat lox of bagels. I want to see what it's all. No.
Yeah, it's not. No.
No, don't
But,
do it. No.
I love Nutri-Grain bars, though.
I do too.
Yeah, more than Pop-Tarts. I'm not a big Pop-Tart fan.
I'm not either.
I love Nutri-Grain
I
bars.
like-
The couple I like, we don't even make, like the chocolate peanut butter.
I didn't even know they made that.
Yeah. Well,
I eat a brown sugar one pretty much like regularly.
Fun
for my break.
fact, we are one of the only 3 factories in this country that makes Pop-Tarts and Nutri-Grain bars.
Really?
So, yeah, most of the time when you see them in the store, they probably come from us.
Yep.
Did not know that.
Well, look at Billy Badass over here.
That's right.
King Pop-Tart over here.
Yeah.
King Pop Tart.
Well,
Well,
that's cool. I did not know that. You guys make anything else there?
No, just
That's it, just Pop-Tarts and Nutri-Grain
Pop-Tarts and
bars?
Nutri-Grain bars, yep.
Nice.
And that's part
Pop-Tart.
of, that's the Kellogg's, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Speaking of Pop-Tarts, Halo Infinite's been delayed.
Yeah,
Nice segue.
Smooth transition.
I am a little upset about that, being
Morgan
a
was
Halo
really
fan.
Really upset. We're going to talk video games now, guys.
Yep.
You can just
Yep.
sit somewhere.
Morgan
else.
says Jeff is so gay.
What?
Well, thank you, Morgan.
Happy birthday, Morgan.
Happy birthday, Morgan.
Happy birthday, you piece of shit.
Happy birthday, Morgan.
He was.
Oh,
It's
I'm sorry, you
Morgan's-
fat piece of shit.
Yeah, so you forgot that part.
Okay.
Don't forget that part.
Dude, he's like, Jeff is so gay.
Halo did break his heart. He was very upset in the group chat.
Yeah.
So that's
What I want to know is what is Microsoft going to do now? I mean, that was their biggest thing, biggest selling point for the new console.
Yeah, they're gonna.
I mean,
they're going to have to really market Game Pass a lot.
yep.
which is awesome. Now
Game-
that I've been
Game-
back to Xbox.
Game Pass is fucking phenomenal.
It's true.
Speaking, you guys were talking to me earlier before we got on the show about Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There's a video.
Well,
There's
honey,
a-
I blew
there's-
up the kids.
Yeah, there's a video game called Grounded that is a total ripoff. It's on Game Pass
Yeah.
of Honey, I Shrunk the Kid. But I like playing it. Like you kill insects that are big as just fucking.
Oh, yeah,
room.
we've talked about that before. Yeah.
Yeah. So, thanks, Jeff. Your mom is. I'm not even going to say that.
No.
Don't read it aloud.
No.
Do not read that comment about Jeff's mom.
No.
I know it's your birthday, Morgan, and I promised to do something.
Yeah, I mean, like 9 minutes into the show. 9 minutes. 9 minutes, Morgan.
Oh, Morgan, don't.
Morgan,
it's
are you
already filling people up with fluids. Jeez.
Seminal fluids.
Morgan? Are you at work?
Honey, I blew inside
that's a.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Was that a trick question, Mike?
Well, I know he was suspended on that for sure.
He was suspended?
Yeah, from work.
What did he do?
Being fat.
It sounds like something.
Being fat.
They're like, you're too fat. You can't work here no more. Oh, okay.
They suspended him for being fat.
10 minutes in, we get the first Alan's dick joke.
It's fucking
You're not at work?
10 minutes in. Nope.
I'm at, you're at the
Surprise.
in-laws.
It sounds like an administrative problem at work why he's not working. So
Yeah. So I guess
So what did he do administratively to get
something with, because where he works, you have to have badges because it's high security and stuff.
that's why he said bad jizz.
That's what I thought
You
you
gotta
said.
have bad jizz to get in there.
Badges.
Without bad
Bad
jizz,
jizz.
you just ain't getting.
If it was in Wisconsin, you'd have to have badgers. God.
Yeah, that was why.
Anyways,
That's how this show's going to go tonight.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
anyways, Halo Infinite.
Halo Infinite, really upset.
But I'd rather them finish it and make the game whole. And it's
Yeah.
not, and it's called Infinite because it's going to be like World of Warcraft and it's going to go on. It's not
Yeah.
a game and that's it. They're
Yes.
going to keep adding
It's
to
a
it.
sandbox.
And so that's why it's being
and other
delayed
things.
because it's not complete.
Yeah, Halo Infinite delay.
Okay. So it's not a COVID related thing.
No.
I mean, COVID will probably delay the fixing of it because people can't be under one roof.
That's true.
Out in California, they're way stricter than here.
Yeah.
So-
And they were already, they were having issues even before. Because there's people at the beginning of the year said there's no way it's coming out this year.
Yeah.
So,
Well, there was a lot of people that when they seen that trailer, they hated the graphics. They said it was just terrible looking.
didn't they run it on PC though?
Yeah.
The demo we saw was run on PC
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
instead of the actual Series X. I don't get that.
Don't insult the PC gamers, Brian. Heaven forbid.
My bad. Jizz expired.
My bad jizz. Yeah, I don't.
I got you. So
But because I've never really was into the Halo. I played Gears. That was more what got me into Xbox. I'm back engineering. I'm going through I got the Master Chief Collection. I'm beating all of the stories for all the games just to see what it's about.
That's what me and JP have been doing since the whole quarantine, going back and beating them all.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Me and Morgan had bought you a copy of Halo 2, and we sent it to you. You played like 5 minutes with us.
I beat the game that I played, and it was way years after people were into it, and I just got shit stomped. I couldn't even move.
Well, when you play Morgan in any video game, it's kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I couldn't do a thing. Like, I couldn't even enjoy it somewhat. I was just getting fucking gaped.
So Morgan, basically,
I had
they
anal
said
prolapse.
they said Morgan, it was his fault. Of course, all major companies say it's your fault that you don't.
Yeah.
Think you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even when you email them 3 times. Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah. And I believe,
I've worked for the government for a long time.
I think there's another comment code. Oh, yeah. But also, he said it was suspended pending investigation, and good luck with that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, pending.
I really hope it works out.
Means they already got their mind made up. They're just, you know...
Yeah.
It means you're fired, not now. Just not at this moment.
But, yeah, speaking of delays, we were talking about Cyberpunk before and how Keanu's a big part of that.
Yeah.
I think Cyberpunk might end up being delayed again also, just based on...
It's looking like it. They're not happy with the melee combat.
Yeah,
So that's a video game, right?
Another
that is a
one.
video game. Keanu's in it.
Keanu.
Yeah.
Keanu.
And
the video game.
he plays Johnny Silver or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like an NPC, which is just a scripted character.
Yeah, but he's a big portion of the game. You can't play as him.
Johnny Silver.
I bet they'll come out with some kind of DLC where you can play them.
I hope so. That'd be kind of fun to get Keanu killed because I'm terrible at video games.
Yeah. Get Keanu killed over and over again.
So many times he's going to die.
No,
Keanu's going to die.
Morgan, we're going to open the mail in a minute.
Would you get some more packages?
That's probably going to be the best part of the show, Morgan. We got to save that.
Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that 14 minutes and 58 seconds into
No,
this
we're not
crappy
blowing
show.
our wad in the first 15 minutes,
Yeah.
man.
Come on, man.
No way.
Yeah, it's a typical child. Open up the
Yeah,
open up the gifts.
yeah.
Right away.
It's
So
like-
you still
This
haven't
isn't
figured
3
out?
a.m. on Christmas morning.
right.
Yeah.
You still haven't figured out who's been sending you these packages at all?
Well, I know it's Morgan's one of them,
Yeah, it's got to be.
That's who I've always thought it was.
but there's other people too, though.
There's one other person I know for a fact it was because he fessed up a couple weeks ago.
yeah,
to one of the things, right?
One of the things, the
yeah.
skateboards and
Yeah.
And
little.
then,
Which was cool. I like that box.
The
full
tech
of little
deck
skateboards.
stuff.
and you can take the
Knife
the
sharpener.
Knife sharpener.
You know what?
Been
Yeah,
asking.
I'm gonna grab it real soon so I don't forget it. Because my wife today, she's like going to cut something open. She's like, "Damn, I need to sharpen these knives." I'm like, "Oh shit, I'll get that tonight." And she's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" She completely forgot about it, but I'm gonna get the knife sharpener, the electric knife sharpener, right?
Hey, so Morgan can see Jay's face, and he said him and Jeff look alike.
You guys don't look alike.
No, they don't at all. Not
we
even
definitely
sort
don't
of.
sound alike at all.
Yeah, Jay has a slightly deeper voice than Jeff.
Just slightly, yeah.
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 Yeah, it's like so I had to switch your guys' channel to usually I have you. It specifies for deep. You know, me and Brian are medium. Al's deep, and then Jay's deep. And then you came over. I put it to soft for Jeff,
Yeah.
and then Jay comes over like, nope. I gotta put it in. So you guys are medium.
You
So
gotta,
it's
like-
in between.
You're switching back and forth, like, yeah.
And then there's my voice.
Yeah. So
Jay actually sounds like a man.
Jay actually said.
I'm pretty sure you don't have the problem of going to drive-thrus and being called ma'am all the time or something. Or trying to pay bills and, them not convinced it's you. Again. Well, see, I tried to call yesterday to get my bank balance because I got an Android and it updated so that all my passwords were gone. And I didn't remember my bank password.
Yeah.
So I had to call to try to get my bank balance, and she was like, "What's your social security number?" I told her. "What's your name?" I told her. Went through this for like 10 minutes before she was like, "Okay, well, this is your balance." So,
Did made you go through all that?
yeah, like 4 or 5 times just, to get my balance.
They
Yeah,
can't believe
they're
it was
recording
you.
your voice. Is this really him?
yeah.
Believe it or not, it happens all the time.
That's terrible.
Wow.
That's not funny
No.
at all.
It is a little bit.
I'd be, yeah, it is, but I'd be raging pissed off though, trying to get information, and I'm like, it's me.
Well, I've told the story about being on a date, and she wanted to go through McDonald's to get like a flurry. And when I ordered, she was like, "There'll be $3.43, ma'am." I was like, "That was an odd ride home."
That's great.
Well,
I never did hear back from her either. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
I feel like it's not going to work out. Unless she's like playing the long game. She's like, I'm going to call him
but you're-
eventually.
Hey,
You're in
there's-
good company though, Mike Tyson. There's a lot of people that don't have strong voices that are
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
alphas. You know what I mean?
that's why I'm thinking about getting the face tattoo.
I went out on.
Should.
I have
like-
medium everything, and I have medium stats as a human, medium intelligence, athlete. Everything's medium except for my weight's up.
I went out with on several dates with this girl Jill back in 2015, right about this time of the year. And the last time I talked to her, she was at the dentist with their kid. I haven't heard back from her yet. I think she's still at the dentist. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Never heard back from her.
It could happen still.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe what happened was, here's what happened. She went to the dentist. They looked at her teeth too, like, these need to come out right now.
Yeah.
And they started pulling her teeth. And then, like, she hasn't had the money to get new teeth put in, so she can't talk to you because her, mush mouth. She's like, "Woo, I can't talk." And she's just waiting to get those new veneers.
Yeah,
in.
right.
And she's like, I got to call Al.
Yeah. She's
Veneers. In your mouth.
She didn't need those. She didn't need,
She can just,
No, she had, very large
teeth.
teeth.
Balls.
Yeah, balls.
And she could, she's just waiting. And this, like, day 2 after she gets the teeth in, the swelling goes down.
I did not anal Jill. No.
And she'll be like, I got to call Al. And it's
Yeah.
like, speed dial.
Yep.
Sorry, I just got done with the dentist. Oh, it's okay.
I do have
Mike disappeared.
I have an inappropriate story
No,
about
just kidding.
Jill, but I'm not going to bring it up. It's really inappropriate.
Yeah, you don't have to do that, or you
No.
could. You could totally tell the story.
Yeah.
Ratings.
Okay. Well, yeah, Jill was
Oh,
laying.
hi, Amanda.
Jill was laying in my lap.
She went out for a pack of
and
smokes and some scratch tickets.
She was she
That's where she is.
yeah. After the dentist, yeah.
You should say it.
Oh wait, my sister-in-law's on here now. I'm not going to finish that story.
And is that Phil?
Yeah, I'm not going to finish that story. My sister-in-law's on here now. That's
She's never heard anything like that.
okay. All right. So anyway, she was laying in my lap.
She's
We had
38
been
years old.
drinking.
I'm
She
sure
was
she's-
drunk. She was playing with me, and I shot it all over her face.
Oh, well,
She didn't know it was going to happen, and neither did I.
that was pretty
I'm like,
climactic.
oh.
That whole story was very climactic.
Yeah.
Covered her in her goo.
Well, yeah. Well, basically, like, yeah. It was in
Bad
the parking.
jizz.
It was in the parking lot of the bar. So, and
Yeah.
I didn't have anything for her to clean up with.
That's what your hair is for.
She had to get out of my truck and go and get in her fucking car.
Oh, the walk of shame. Wow.
Drown
I've seen
her
videos.
in your seed.
Yeah, that's what socks are for.
You drowned her in your seat. Pretty much, yeah.
So Amanda and Phil are here. Okay.
Yeah. Did you hear the story, Amanda?
Yeah.
That Alan just told?
And yeah, Phil asked right away, did I anal her? No, I did not.
Didn't.
Fucking shit.
The drippy walk of shame.
The drippy
Yeah,
walk of shame,
yeah.
yes.
Yes.
It is the drippy.
It is.
That was that breezy never called you back. I'm using Phil terms now.
No.
Yeah, Phil the breezy. Yeah.
Oh, we hung out after that.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that
Wow.
was like the second time we hung out.
I thought maybe after
Oh
that.
yeah,
that's-
we hung out like 6 or 7 more times. Yeah.
I thought that was the point where she went to the dentist.
Nope.
Okay.
In fact, no. I talked to her that afternoon. She's like, "Yeah, I'm at the dentist with my kid. I'll talk to you later, and we'll hang out either tonight or tomorrow." And I never heard from her.
Well,
again.
at least you got to hang out after I bought that bitch her McFlurry. I never heard from her again. So I mean,
You wanted to make McFlurry her face.
yeah.
Good.
I don't know what that meant.
Something degrading. That's what it meant.
McFlurries are white and liquidy, you know. That's what I right. Okay.
A lot of protein.
Protein is that's true.
Carbs too.
Chunky because it has like Oreos. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed you didn't blow out her onion ring.
That's it's,
Phil, I'm disappointed too.
Her onion ring?
and
That's terrible.
It's,
seal rip.
Just get some Flex Seal on it.
Yeah.
Smack.
smack. Stop.
Oh.
Sleeks on contact.
That dude's eyebrows are Flex Seal.
Yeah.
After
She went out for a pack of smokes and scratch tickets.
just keep on throwing the same
Probably.
answer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's great. Oh.
So rad, Brian.
No,
Did you
we're not gonna
know?
talk about, we can't talk about Rad again.
I just want to let you know, don't they have a special edition DVD coming out?
They do. I'm not going to talk about it, though. I want to talk about the director's cut of Midsummer.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we already did that, though.
Jeff has an ogre dick in the pants. Yeah, we got another one here, I guess. Jeff's has some.
It's a
legend.
gift and a curse. I mean,
Should make him look like a bloomin' onion. Phil. I swear to God, I was going to have a bloomin' onion tomorrow, and now I'm not. Because I'm just going to think of some chick's beehole. Oh. Hey, you were talking about Halo a few minutes ago and Game Pass. That makes
Yeah.
me think of another video game thing about the xCloud.
Oh, okay.
isn't that supposed to drop
Do
sometime
tell.
soon?
Yeah, it's supposed to drop, but I think it's just Android devices, and I guess there's a lot of Apple people upset.
Yeah, they're not going to put it on the Apple device, probably for a while. Because Apple wants too much money, too much of the cut.
For everything, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
But
super pissed.
So xCloud is basically anything you can play on your Xbox, you can also play mobile on your phone.
You stream it to yourself.
Stream it right to your phone.
You see some of those the controller devices, how
They're
much
awesome.
they are.
Yeah.
I seen some of them were like $60 up to $100.
You're talking about the ones that hold your phone in it?
Yeah, you can use them as a controller and
Yeah.
everything.
I think they're awesome, but yeah.
They are, but for $100,
No.
I mean, I don't think so.
I was told that my phone's going to be obsolete by the end of the year.
Wait, what?
Your phone's
I have an iPhone
obsolete
6.
the minute you open the damn box.
I have an iPhone 6. I was told that it's not going to be like, it's not going to work on anything after the new year, but I don't know that's for true.
Yeah, actually, Morgan brought up my next point there about Fortnite. You said something about Apple charging for everything, and now you can't get Fortnite on the iOS store
Yeah.
or Google Play now, but first it was Apple because Epic was basically wrote something into the code where you could buy in-game purchases through Fortnite, and you could subvert the iOS store and Google Play.
Well, Google Play is going to be obsolete here in a couple
Probably.
months. Oh, no, I got an email from them because I had Google Play, and they want everybody to switch over to YouTube Music now.
Really?
So I had to switch over to YouTube Music. Then for my podcast, now I have to do Google Podcast. So I got two separate apps now for my music and my podcast.
I did hear
for
they
that.
were doing something like that. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if it was happening.
It's I think it was in December. They said after that, no more Google Play. It's gonna
No
exist.
one's going to be on Apple soon.
Well, I don't know about that.
So like Apple's done. So should I stop buying phones from
No.
No,
them? Are we bankrupting them now or what?
They're almost out of money.
Yeah, they're almost out of money.
They're almost out of money.
Steve Jobs and trillions up there in hell and heaven or wherever.
Yeah. Google, Apple is going out of business.
Because if we here at Radio Underground boycott them, they're going out.
Yeah.
So
Everybody will listen to
We
us.
get our legions in on it with us, they're done.
the Fortnite thing, long story short, Epic sued Apple because they took it off the store, and then vice versa. Now Apple's suing them. So now there's a big fight. So you can't get Fortnite on either one of those devices, but you can get through the Samsung store. Just so you know.
Destroy the cabal. That's right.
That's right.
The consortium.
I don't know. There's no such thing as cabals. Nope.
There's this awesome podcast I listen to called Like and Subscribe.
Hey,
It's really good.
you don't need to advertise other.
Yeah, don't give people
Podcast.
free advertising on it.
No.
Except you.
Yeah,
You give
all
yourself.
our
You can get
all
yourself.
our,
You're a guest on the show, but don't give some strangers.
yeah, we're gonna have like all our huge amount of fans here are gonna go to that podcast and start ignoring us.
So
Yeah.
it seems like Apple is doing what Windows did when they wanted to ruin their phone. Like you couldn't get Snapchat. That's why I had a Windows phone and I loved the thing.
Yeah.
But you couldn't get Snapchat. You couldn't get any of the apps at all for it. It had their own version of it. And the Windows phones, no one has any. They're just
No,
gone.
they want the way of the Zune. Remember the Zune was the direct competitor to the iPod? Mm-hmm. That worked out really well. Although people I knew that had Zunes thought they were better than the iPod. They loved their Zunes.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
it's the Betamax thing. Once it's gone, it was actually better.
Yeah,
Really?
right,
Yeah.
right. Because
What do you get?
Well,
I
even
thought
then,
I thought like
I had
that
to
Zune was like nothing but problems for a lot of people. They hated
man,
him.
this guy I know had his forever, and he talked it up. I'm like, no, man, I'm just getting an iPod. And he's like, no, man, get the Zune. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's better.
I know. Neil is sending in his iPod Classic
Yeah.
to Apple. For $200, they completely are refurbishing it for him.
Is that it? Only $200?
$200, and like he's got the classic, the old school one. It's got like I don't know 360 freaking
The
it holds-
320?
Yeah, it holds like
Yeah, mine's a
80
1
million songs.
No,
on it.
mine's an 80 gig.
But they took it's but he's got like the 320 or
320,
something like that.
yeah.
But he was talking to somebody and they said they'll send it in. It's $200. They completely refurbish it. He will not lose his music because basically his button's all messed up, but he loves it. And I'm like, yeah, dude, for $200, I do.
Mine won't power up, so I don't know if it's just a battery thing or what. But same thing. I have 10,000 songs on
I
it.
had those little MP3 players that were like this big.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of those.
I did that, and I had a bunch of Dan Carlin, like his original episodes. and I lost
like
the thing.
Hardcore history.
The hardcore history, but it was when he started off, he was doing like half hour, an hour and stuff, and then he progressed into 5 parts, 5 hours each. Whatever he does now, his insane amount of history he does.
The Mongols were dangerous.
Zune was cool.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
He LOL'd, though.
Zune was cool.
Zune was cool. Like I said, I didn't have one. It was somebody else.
Yeah.
I had an iPod Nano and then a Classic.
I had neither.
I
Didn't have either
had
one
the
of them, no.
classic.
I didn't pay for either one. Again, one for free and one for free. They're both for free. Well, I won one in a contest at work.
I had Napster. Napster and I burnt CDs.
Napster. Never heard of it.
No.
You ever heard of Napster?
No.
No?
Or what was the other one? LimeWire.
LimeWire, yeah.
Sharebear.
They were friends with the Metallica.
Hand him the microphone.
Yeah.
Microphone, Jay.
They were friends with
Because this next
Metallica.
question, I'm going to ask you a question about something. You like, well, actually, I could have asked you too, because you like wrestling. Yeah. Hey, man, Kamala died.
Oh yeah,
That sucks.
yeah, but I think he lost his foot like 15 years
Legs.
ago. Yeah, his legs.
Legs.
Yeah,
What did they say? Was it COVID or was it?
It was complications now from COVID, but yeah, dude was like a diabetic mess.
he was a truck driver
Was he?
at one point. Yeah, when he had legs.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
When he had legs.
I was gonna say, was that before?
I have no legs.
Before legs.
That
For
dude,
the,
that dude had a
leg
fucking.
loss syndrome?
He had a handler with a beekeeper mask on called Kimchi or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that mask? It was like white with the black. And
Yeah.
yeah.
It looked like Lord Helmets when he's in the desert.
Yeah. Smaller hat, but yeah, it was close.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What kind of bees make milk?
Milk bees.
Boobies.
Boobies.
I think I read that on a popsicle stick one
God.
time.
Damn it.
Why don't you add 4 and 4 in a
Some
jungle?
girl with huge boobs on my Instagram asked that question.
Yeah, I just thought the gimmick was in the 80s it was passable, but it would never go. He's from Uganda. That means he's a giant African cannibal.
Well, they made allusions, to the fact that he was eating people, but there was also like a weird time where they had like Papa Shango who was doing voodoo
Yeah.
and shit too.
Yeah.
Who actually was the same guy as the Godfather.
And he did that same gimmick like 3 separate times over the course of 14 years or some shit.
Who, Kamala?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in the WWE, WWF, then WWE 3 separate times and kept on like getting fired and brought back. And I didn't realize that. I just remember him from the 90s.
And they paid him like nothing.
Oh, no way.
And they treated him like shit. And the only person that like looked after him was Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior would let him stay in his hotel room.
No, man. Slick looked after him too.
The Doctor of Styles.
The Doctor of Styles. I saw the picture.
Yeah.
The only thing I really had to bring to the plate or table today was did you watch that documentary about Walter Mercado on Netflix?
Oh, not yet. No. I saw the picture of it. And I was trying to figure out who's that lady that Lin-Manuel Miranda's sitting with.
So-
I didn't know it was a man.
So I for some reason remember that guy just vaguely from my youth.
Yeah.
But I didn't know anything about him. I just remember seeing like visuals because I remember like the astrology stuff, like the Miss Cleo before Miss Cleo.
Yeah.
And you want to make fun of the guy because he's so bizarre and he's got obviously had surgery and he's very flamboyant. He
Yeah.
actually makes Liberace look like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, fit. I'm like, no. I stopped myself.
He
that
didn't
time.
finish saying the word.
like the dude's so positive. And the whole time you just
HIV positive.
yeah, probably you grow to like the guy because he had nothing but good things to say.
He's dead now, right?
Well, yeah. That's
I didn't ruin anything, did I?
But
only because there's some witches in there that say that he's died twice and he may be coming back.
Oh,
well, see, it's funny you brought up Liberace because remember that character, the Dragon Master, Brian?
yeah.
His manager was talking about that whole thing, and he said when they gave him his gimmick as a manager, they like, brother, we need you to make Liberace seem straight.
That was
his
advice they gave him?
Yeah, that's how you got heat back then, is just being gay.
You know the Dragon Master, right?
Not off
The wrestling gimmick?
No.
It was like some guy with an actual like dragon.
It was a college
Mask.
basketball player that they just needed a tall guy to fill a slot, and he was like 7'2".
Yeah.
And they put a dragon mask. It's the worst gimmick you've ever seen in your life.
It's
Didn't we watch some video of that
Yeah.
here one night?
We did. We watched.
Yeah,
the video.
before we started the show.
Is that worse than the Shockmaster?
It's not worse than the Shockmaster because the Shockmaster fell down.
Do you remember Kevin Nash's gimmick before he was Diesel? Yep.
Yeah.
And he had the big fake wizard head on his fucking
Oh
head.
my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that shit
Was
was
he
terrible.
Vinny? Was he Vinny Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that
His
one,
other
too.
gimmick was he pretended to be a basketball player, and
Well-
that didn't work.
Yeah, that didn't work out. It was just something about knees. But yeah, Kamala though, that really sucks though, because I mean,
You had,
He-
you had a
he-
soft spot for Kamala. He meant a lot to you.
he meant a lot to me, and now this really, how's this going to affect Biden's campaign now?
Yeah.
I know. What was it, Matt, that said, like, I never in my wildest dreams thought I'd hear about headlines about two different Kamalas
different
or something
Kamalas,
like
yeah,
in
in
one
the
week.
same week.
Yeah.
Supposedly, we've been saying her name wrong.
I've heard it's
Is
Kamala.
it Kamala?
No, supposedly, there's the L silent. It's comma.
Whatever.
Is this like an
Some-
El
some-
Avila,
some dude-
Avila thing?
Some dude,
Maybe.
basically, some dude said it. Some dude didn't know her said it.
Here you guys go. Wait, hold on. Damn it! I wanted to show you guys the Dragon Master. Here he comes, man.
It's Dragon Master.
Yeah, that's what we watched that one night, right?
The song's
Oh, yeah, it's great.
dark and crisp as hell. It's a hell of a long intro.
Wait a second. Anyways, I'm scared. I don't know about you guys.
That was a really good gimmick. The Shockmaster, that would be the worst ever if Shockmaster hadn't have fallen down.
Glacier.
Oh, Glacier was. Ooh.
Yeah.
What about Mantar?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot about Mantar.
What about Man Mountain Rock?
I remember
yeah.
Man Mountain Rock.
That shit was.
What
fucking
about Steve
so
Blackman? No, he wasn't. That was
Steve Blackman was like almost too talented to be doing that bullshit.
Yeah.
Because he was like something straight out like WMAC Masters.
I swear to God, I forgot about Steve Blackman, and I read something about him like 6 weeks ago. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about Steve Blackman, and how he kicked the crap out of Bradshaw. Like he kept on messing with him at
Well,
the airport and stuff.
Well,
and
that whole brawl for all that they did, the whole reason that was created was what's his name? Vince Russo hated Bradshaw. He fucking hated him because
Yeah.
Bradshaw would go around the locker room and just talk shit the whole time and bully everybody. And Russo's like, I'm just gonna set up this thing so somebody just kicks the shit out of you.
It
and
worked.
sure as shit, Bart Gunn beat the fucking shit
Yep.
out of him.
Well, I guess it was at an airport, and Blackman said he kept on like messing with him, and like he went to pick up his bag, and he like kicked him, kind of tried to kick him onto the baggage carriage thing, the belt, and he's like, "You touch me again, and I'll fucking kick your ass." And he punched him at some other point later in the night, and he was ready to kick his ass, and everybody stopped him, and they made friends, but
Yeah.
it was
You
Yeah.
you told me a couple weeks ago about the I've always seen we all seen the Monday Night Wars documentary, but you said there was like a series,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So I started watching the series where it's like 20 episodes.
it's
of
20
it.
episode.
Yeah.
But when you get down to it, when you get to like the final 10, they go over so many different things that you've already seen.
Yeah.
It didn't need to be 20.
I think I'm at episode 6 right now, but I forgot about the whole thing with Mick Foley when they do the Hell in the Cell with Taker in fucking Vince's face the whole time.
Yeah.
He's like, he knows that this is going to be ratings gold, but he doesn't want to have a man die on his fucking watch.
Yeah.
So they do this zoom in of Vince's face, and you're just like,
Yeah.
and I must have rewound just that one segment of, it's like a 3-second segment of just Vince just like groaning and just like, oh, what are we doing?
Baggage carousel. How would you know? How do you know that? Oh,
How do I know that?
or they focused on DX with the tank.
Yeah.
So they
switched
went to
the
go
cards.
storm the WCW arena.
Yeah.
But the best part about that is like Triple H, like they didn't get let in. They wanted to get in.
Yeah.
Didn't get let in. Triple H comes back. He's like, Vince, they're going to fucking send guys over here and they're going to fucking retaliate. So then the production team at Raw is all freaking out. Like, what are we going to do? And Vince is like, You let those motherfuckers in here.
Yeah.
It's our cameras and our show. Who's not going to tune into this?
He didn't care. He likes the ratings.
Vince is a great TV guy. He just doesn't know shit about fucking wrestling anymore.
So bad. So bad.
Wrestling used to be my number one form of entertainment. I loved it more than anything. Then I just got, I don't know, they lost me.
That's why AEW's kind of.
You go ahead.
AEW.
About AEW. I don't know anything about it. What do you like about AEW, or do you?
Well, what I like about AEW is it's a simple thing. It's the pay-per-views. They don't do a pay-per-view every month. So it's like every couple months they do a pay-per-view, so it gives it time for the storylines that kind of, organically build up. So you're not getting the same match card every single fucking pay-per-view on WWE. It's always the same match cards. Same ones. And it's the same storylines. It was a couple years ago, one of my favorite ones, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. You might remember this, Jay, a couple years ago when they had their little feud. It was like for 4 pay-per-views, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam. It was the same match, but it was always like one was disqualification, another one was like a draw. It was just, shit got stupid. I got sick of it.
It's spinning wheels, a lot of it.
It is. It's the same shit.
And AEW is just kind of, their storylines are better, the wrestlers are better. Jericho's still on top of his game.
Yeah.
Promos aren't scripted.
Yeah.
See,
They give him a little bit more freedom.
yeah. And that's the way it should be.
Those incredible organic storylines. What is that? Oh, I thought it was Morgan for a minute. That's Amanda.
Yeah. No, he's right though. It's
Look,
not something
man,
that's
I hate
forced
to tell
where
you,
where
it's
Vince
fake, man.
Vince has to write and control everything that's going on. They're letting people do their thing on AEW.
Yeah.
Basically, like, here, you're doing this, say some shit. And they're like, all right, cool.
Well, see, they come to Charleston, I think it was like the first couple weeks they started doing their Dynamite. And it was just like an hour and a half, so me and my buddy just got tickets, and we went and watched it. It was when they crowned their first tag team champions, and that crowd was really into that whole entire show.
Really? Morgan's talking shit. You can ignore it.
Yeah.
Or read it. Whatever one's better. Ratings.
Do you want me to? Do you want
No,
me
you
to?
don't have to-
Do you want me to like?
Sure,
do it?
you can narrate.
God, Jeff, you're talking about wrestling storylines. Showed me why you're single and still have to fuck a doll.
I don't have a doll.
No. Got a pillow. This show is all about pillow humping. It's our highest rated video. It's about pillow humping.
This is the way I look at it. Dolls cost money, and I don't like spending money.
Hello?
Hey, you're talking all this
What's up?
shit. Why don't you just talk it right now?
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thanks for the birthday wishes, fellas.
So, you still hate Jeff?
Yeah, I swear, man. Listen to him talk those wrestling storylines was just like, I was sitting here cringing. I'm like, my God, he's going to be alone his whole life.
I just might. I don't know. At least I'm not fat. Well, I mean, I'm kind of getting that way now. So I got no
Yeah,
room
I
to
know.
talk.
You're sitting there and them titties sticking
Can
out
Morgan
about-
hear us?
Yeah, I know. They're nice, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, actually.
He can hear all of us, right?
Yeah, I can hear you, Brian.
Okay. I don't want this to sound mean, but earlier I was looking at something about I don't know if you guys saw this, but people are canceling Genghis Khan on Twitter and stuff. I don't know if you saw this, where he's, it's reprehensible stuff he did 800 years ago, but he's getting canceled. And they showed a picture of Kublai Khan, who was his grandson, and I swear to God, he looked like fucking Morgan. I looked at this picture of Kublai Khan, and I thought it was Morgan. I'm going to post the picture. You're going to see it. I'm like, holy shit, that's Morgan. He looks like Kublai Khan.
Does he got tendonitis? I wonder if he did have tendonitis.
Tendonitis.
No, I actually got that took out. I figured out what it was. I had to have surgery.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I had a
tendonitis.
Wait.
cyst.
You
I
had,
had a cyst that formed up against the tendon.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't tendonitis. It was.
No,
I was going to
cyst.
say, you
thought I
had your tendonitis removed? I don't
I think the culprit.
Yeah, the
thing
culprit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. So
Hey,
you guys, I'm sorry, continue. I'm done with my
Can you
Kublai
put your
Khan.
wiener up?
Huh?
Yeah, put your wiener up.
What?
What?
Thank you.
He wants you to
My
put.
dog had his wiener out.
Oh, your dog. I thought you were talking about Jeff. I thought you wanted Jeff to whip his cock out.
It wouldn't fit on the screen.
Yeah, I want him and Al. I want him and Al to dock theirs.
No,
Him and Al the doc.
no,
Oh God.
no.
That would be so
Don't.
hot.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
so cool.
I don't. No sword fighting. No,
I will flip the breakers before that happens. There will be no power in this house.
I don't do
Hey,
sword
I've flipped breakers
fighting.
before.
Yeah, I know.
What'd you say, Morgan?
I flipped the breakers once.
I would pull a Morgan and flip the breakers before I'd let that happen.
Yeah.
That was the same night that Aaron stepped on my laptop and completely broke it in half.
He stepped in your what?
My laptop.
Oh, okay.
So
I
did
had
he?
a brand new laptop. I just bought like 2 weeks before I came up there. He stepped right on it, broke it right in half, and tried to blame Jeff.
Blame me. I don't even remember that. Was I even there?
Well, if he wanted to,
No.
if he wanted to get you that someone else broke your laptop, there's no better.
Yeah.
Jeff's like, was I even there? And he's like, no. Aaron tried to blame somebody who wasn't even here.
Yep, that's what I do.
So has Aaron retired from streaming altogether?
Yeah, I think he is because he's doing some weird shit. He goes to work, gets off work, comes home, he'll sleep a couple hours, then he'll get up and DoorDash to make extra money. Then he'll go to work, come home, sleep 2 hours, and DoorDash more.
What is DoorDash?
Delivering food.
Oh, we don't
We're
have that
delivering
back
food.
home.
No, it'd be kind of hard to have DoorDash around you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
off
you're-
mountains
you're-
and
have-
shit.
Everything's
have
kind
a-
of spread out.
Because you're
Yeah.
rural, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Driving off mountains and
Well,
shit up there.
You don't live in town, do you? You live.
No.
I didn't think so. Okay. So yeah,
So
that'd be
where
kind
do
of
you live at
difficult.
now, Jeff?
I live. It's close to where we on Greasy where we used to live, but I mean, I don't want to go.
What's your
into-
address, Jeff?
It's Jeff
What
right
do you
here.
mean it's close to where we used to live on Greasy? You're living on Greasy?
No, not exactly. It's on. It's by Chloe.
Okay, thank you. That's literally all you had to say.
Yeah,
Well, I
man.
didn't want to
Yeah.
exactly
now
say.
now I know exactly where you.
Now I can. My plans.
So-
are
You know,
So
Now I
some
know.
people start
People
sending me
listen to the
random
podcast from there.
packages.
Random
so many
packages.
people from Powell, Kentucky listen to the podcast.
That's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
That's not true.
You're one of 3 viewers right now, Morgan.
That's not true. Yeah.
Actually, he's equal to like 5.
See, he didn't say people who live there currently. He just said people from there. So we got you. Semantics.
Yeah, you got me.
Yeah,
So
semantics.
Jeff, you staying at your mom's house?
Yeah.
She's still looking hot as ever.
You had to know he's going to do that, right?
I knew he
Well,
was
yeah,
going to
he
say
already-
something. Yeah, he
he
already
already
started.
wrote
Does she
something
still
about it.
does she still wear them really tight shirts and then dips always poking out?
Fuck off. How about that?
I always just wanted to walk up and just like take my finger and go bling 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 bling.
You know what? I hope you die of like a heart attack or something. or
Tendonitis of the
Well,
heart.
You done
Get tendonitis.
You done got me. I got heart disease. You got me on that.
Well, good. I feel good about that. That prediction I made like 10 years ago.
Yes, you got me on that.
So,
It was hard to make that prediction.
you two are related, right?
Unfortunately, yeah.
All right. So, is he related to your mom too?
No, actually, no.
Oh,
he's not.
okay.
No.
Okay.
Then I'd have a reason to see her.
He wishes.
Fat piece of shit.
Man, I can't help it. Your mom wants me. I saw the way she watched me sleep.
What?
That's right.
What?
She used to watch me sleep.
Maybe she was worried about you, like, stopping breathing in your sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep apnea.
Yeah, she wanted to make sure you get a CPAP.
Yeah.
She had to watch, make sure you didn't stop breathing.
It's like, I ain't having this guy die in my
She'd
house.
fucking slap you.
Hey, I wasn't that fat back then.
Oh, all right.
I was only in
No,
a
no,
double
stop
X.
fucking telling lies.
I was in a double X back then. You know what I'm in now?
A 4X?
I'm not going to say.
Yeah.
It's because you nailed it right in the head. There you go.
Yeah.
5.
When I
5.
God, When I was 298, I was a 3X. I'm back to 2X again, thank God. But I really need 1X territory.
I'm 1 extra medium.
Yeah, my the sad part is my goal is to just get back down to a 2X.
Never gonna happen.
It could happen.
I know.
It could.
I need an extra medium, and they don't make it.
Extra medium.
I'm in between medium and large. Like, I'm in between medium and large when it comes to T-shirts. I hate the
remember those
large.
days.
I hate
My
the
mom was
large.
still carrying me around.
Yeah. The mediums are too tight and large too big. I need an extra medium.
Morgan, are you talked last week about diet? Everybody was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember about finding some diet that was right for you and stuff. Did you figure anything out?
Man, I'm just going to fess up that I'm never going to die, and I'm literally going to die before I'm 35 of some kind of heart.
So what? You got like 2 years?
incident.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
35
that's
is 2
exactly what I
years
thought.
away.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
marking
I
that
know,
on my
right?
calendar right now.
I need to go ahead and fess up that I'm a goner.
Or you could.
You could try fasting.
Or meth.
I do that pretty
Brian will
much
give
already.
you some tips.
I got some tips on fasting.
There's a
I
lot.
was
There's a lot of
talking- I
meth
was
out
talking-
there.
Well, you see, I was talking to your brother about that fasting stuff because I get up every day at 12 p.m.,
Yep.
go to work, and I don't eat until 4. And then after 4, I eat again at 6. That's my lunch. And then after 6, I don't eat until I get home, which is around 11. And then from there, I don't eat again until 4 o'clock the next day. So my whole, technically, yeah, every day I do fast.
Yeah, but what are you eating in between like 4 o'clock and 11 o'clock? Are you eating like
Well, for
4,000 calories?
For lunch, I'll usually have a sandwich and a bag of chips.
How big of a sandwich?
That's none of your damn business.
Are we
Shut up,
talking
baby.
about like foot long
Party sub.
party sub? Just
No,
three.
just like a regular sandwich. You know, 2 slices of bread, cheese, some turkey, sometimes some bologna.
There, that's what it is.
Well,
It's the bologna.
Yeah, a piece of bologna would keep you over 400 pounds.
The bologna's
no problem.
pure shit. Fuck, I hate bologna.
I do too.
I
I
love
can't
them.
stand it. Unless it's fried. If it's fried bologna, I can eat it.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Hell yeah,
What do you
fried
eat?
bologna.
What do you eat later on, like your second meals and third meals?
Like when I get home,
Yeah.
whatever the girlfriend's made for herself for dinner. Like I had sloppy joes the other night. Had fish last night.
And then you're going to bed?
Are you eating any
I got-
vegetables?
Well, you're supposed to eat as much as
Well,
you
yeah,
can and then
there's
go lay
there's-
down.
There's tomato sauce and sloppy
No,
joes.
no.
Well,
No.
Depends.
Vegetables.
like you got to eat
Yeah.
actual vegetables.
Yes,
I'll
vegetables.
have a leaf of lettuce with my salad dressing.
Your taco salad, you'll sprinkle some lettuce on it.
Yeah, there we-
Yeah.
you sprinkle cheese on it. Well, he sprinkles
Because pretty
lettuce.
much like when you eat meat with a side of meat and a side of bread, you know.
Well,
See, that was my big thing. I used to only really eat meat and bread.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, what you just described, it sounds like you're
Sounds
still
like
just
meat and
eating
bread
meat and bread.
chips.
That's a
and-
perfect way to get gout.
So, yeah. Tell me about it. No, I don't know if I have gout. It's definitely heel spur. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. I don't eat vegetables either. I have to like force myself to eat vegetables. So the other day, I've been doing the 16-8 fasts, you know, like I was talking about doing.
Eating in the window.
I've been eating in that window from noon until 8 p.m. and then I don't eat again until noon the next day. So I just fucked that up here because I had pizza. Now I can't eat for 16 hours. Anyways,
Speaking of food, my girlfriend has been gone for 3 hours to go get dinner. I swear to God.
Yeah,
she
what's
better
she
come
going to
back.
She's
eat?
more like she's getting dessert.
She's getting,
Getting a cream pie.
BBC.
She's
Getting that cream pie.
She's
She's gonna come home and deliver
Yeah,
to the meal to
BBC.
cleanup boy over there.
Here's your seconds, the sloppy kind.
Are you a cuckold?
So I ate vegetables the other day. Like I packed a bunch of vegetables and fruit. I had like an apple. Later on, I had like a what's the little orange called? The clementines.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
my cat.
some sugar snap peas, which you can eat raw, and
Yep.
carrots.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
Guys,
I'm gonna eat sugar
I need to
snap
tell you
peas
about this
raw.
shit I took after doing this. Okay, I went to the bathroom at work after
Sounded
eating,
like the snake. Okay.
I had so many vegetables and stuff when I went to the bathroom at work and then waped. I mean, it just came out. It just poured
Why
out.
do you say waped?
I waped.
And then I waped.
I waped. I waped.
I waped, man.
I waped, eh?
When I waped,
The
toilet
came
the
out.
You
toilet-
lose weight, you fat fucking pig.
I
it just
flushed.
came out.
When I flushed the toilet, it wouldn't go down. At
Yeah,
work.
because you just got rid of everything that was
I
lining
evacuated
the
everything.
walls.
It came all the way up to the rim of the toilet and then stopped and started to dissipate. I waited 5 minutes. 5 full minutes was standing there in a stall and flushed again. It came all the way up to the rim and then stopped just before it went over. And I'm like, I'm going to have to go to building maintenance and tell them about this and get this thing fixed. And all of a sudden I hear a bloop, 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 and it like something unclogged and the whole thing went down. I was like, because I was about to go to building maintenance. I'm like, let's say, I just walked into the bathroom and I found it this way. I'll just go use the other bathroom. I was about to lie. And it's guys I see every single day, and I was going to lie to them right to their face because I destroyed this fucking toilet.
Well, do you get embarrassed or proud after that?
I don't
Basically,
know.
I'd just be like, look, I ate
'Cause
a
it wasn't-
shit ton
Yeah.
of vegetables.
It wasn't
man,
a
and that
huge,
stuff
like, if it
came-
was like a really huge turd that could be proud of, or you could see through the septic tank water that was in this toilet, maybe. But it wasn't. It was horrible. It was like basically when there's a rock slide and all the rocks like clog the dam. They make a dam of the river. It was like multiple little tiny shits.
Your wife is vouching for this.
What's the text? Oh, you texted her about the dump?
I did. I was like, hun.
And the kids were dying.
You sent her pics?
No, I didn't send her pics.
Honey, I blew up the toilet.
It was bad. I was like, hun. Yeah, I was scared. Like I was like, they're gonna fire me.
Here's my question for you. Like, I have this problem where when I'm doing that and I get one of the really long ones,
Yeah.
when it finally breaks off in my butthole, it'll flap over and land right on my nuts.
I've never had that happen in my life.
Dude,
Wait,
I mean, who hasn't had
So wait,
shit land on their nuts?
are you like
I mean,
doing a headstand when you're taking a shit?
No, like,
Don't you
know
have a
how you're
poop
sitting
knife
there-
ready to go? Where's your poop knife
I
at?
know, man.
No, the girlfriend.
Yeah, his poop knife story.
What'd you say?
The girlfriend has the poop knife.
Okay.
No, her family has a poop knife.
It's a family heirloom, right?
Been passed down in
so-
her family for generations.
Yep, it used to cut her great grandmother's.
Yes.
In the pioneer days, they brought it from out back east.
Have you
The
taken
poop
that
knife.
to? Have you taken that to the Pawn Stars yet? And
back in the days, we
Take
have
it
them
to
call
Rick.
their expert?
Rick will be like, "I'll give you $50 for it." Like, okay, cool. Give me $50.
I've always wanted a poop knife.
I know a guy who deals with poop knives all the time. Let me call him. Get him down in here.
Yeah.
And it says poop knife expert under his name.
He's like, I'm not gonna lie. I've always wanted a poop knife. If I can get it for the right price.
Oh, that
I
fucking
mean,
guy.
why not?
Morgan, no, I've never had a flop over and hit my balls though.
Danny,
I don't know.
Man, I'm telling you, dude, it's like it
This
sucks
poop
'cause
knife
like,
survived the Holocaust.
Dan from Quality Fishing is listening. Hello, Dan. Yes, poop knife made it.
It survived the Holocaust.
When my family traveled here on the Oregon Trail, which doesn't go to Nevada, but they started on the Oregon Trail and they came south, they had this poop knife.
There's,
I swear to God.
Does she know you told us about the poop knife?
I think so because I tried to show it on video, but she ran away.
oh yeah, that's back when we would do the Google Hangouts. I remember
Yeah, the
that.
Google
Did
Hangout.
that get deleted off the YouTube channel? Because I was trying to go back and watch that.
Yeah, I think it
not
did.
too long ago,
Yeah.
and I could not find it.
We had a bunch of stuff that
We got a bunch of shit got removed all in one day.
So we were able to put full episodes and clips back, but some of that stuff didn't come back. It was
Wait a
disastrous.
How the hell are you going to cancel Genghis Khan?
Dude, I don't know. It was just on the Twitter.
I don't think he cares, seeing that he's like 1/3 of everybody in Asia is like related to him.
I guess everybody in God's green earth should probably just put their head in the sand and take it.
Yep, they're gonna cancel Genghis Khan. Genghis.
I'd be cool if he'd come back and start killing everyone again.
That's what they
Yeah.
talked about. You know, his people killed 40 million people.
Well, good.
After they killed all those people, the earth got cooler. Everything, the forest came back.
What about
He did what Samuel L. Jackson wanted to do in The Kingsman. He did it.
I mean, there's a lot of there was a lot of other ones that killed like millions of people too, right?
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah,
Well,
that was Stalin.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, what
Well, the
How come
guy.
nobody talks about Vlad the Impaler, man?
Yeah, but
He's
Vlad-
another one. They're
The
gonna
original Dracula.
they're gonna cancel him next. Don't worry.
Vlad the Impaler, man. He did some serious impaling.
and he's actually really revered over on that
They
side.
love him.
Yeah, it's really
It's
'cause,
so
like,
weird.
Like he would just be like, all right, well, I haven't killed. Like they say he was an actual serial killer before the term was ever dubbed because he would just go, yeah, bring me somebody so that he could throw him out a window and impale him.
Vlad
Yeah,
Tepes.
they said he would eat dinner, on the field with everybody in pound, and he would dip his bread in the blood of all his victims.
It's the
and,
best gravy you can get.
Yeah.
It's true. Add
Almost
some cornstarch.
It's better than squirrel gravy.
Nothing's better than squirrel gravy.
No.
Al did not listen to
My
Scissor Fight.
gravy.
No, I did not.
He keeps forgetting.
For the
No.
third week in a row now.
No,
Something like that.
no. I tried to do it the other night when my whole schedule is all screwed up at work, so I don't really even get to listen to damn radio because they switched me around. So
I listened to some music. I heard this song by this new band called Mr. Bungle. Did you hear the new song?
No.
Has anybody listened to the new
Is
Nickelback
it?
yet?
the what?
Which one did I? Wait, Raping Your Mind?
Yeah, it's like their early demos they
Dead to me.
Is it all it is? Oh, okay. I liked it.
You want to talk about it? Go ahead.
No, like they did that tour like with Scott Ian and Dave Lombardo recently where they did like their early demos. I'm not actually a big Bungle fan. I always liked Faith No More and like a lot of the later
Yeah.
projects Pat did more. But yeah, it's like the earliest stuff they did when they were youngsters that they're like redoing now.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, that's what I was informed of anyways.
Maybe. I liked it.
Yeah, it's heavy.
It's heavy. That's
Yeah.
true.
I also like that Patton hangs out with Eric Andre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Did that movie that he made ever come out?
I don't know.
The Eric Andre one, it was supposed to be kind of like a Jackass hidden camera type thing. Because the trailer for that was fucking hilarious.
I don't know, actually.
And Eric Andre's insane, so.
He doesn't care. Yeah, he'll say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Even if he is an ass about it. But he's funny. I don't
Yeah.
know if that movie came out. What was it called again?
I don't even remember, but it was like his version of like a Jackass hidden camera kind of thing. And like, I'm so confused now with the COVID.
Bad Trip.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, it says it came out in February.
Oh, it was pre-COVID then.
Yeah,
Okay.
February 28th.
So the Bill and
I gotta
Ted,
go. Dinner's here.
the Bill and Ted is
Okay.
going to be
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. See you guys
Streaming.
later.
Enjoy your
Yeah,
3-hour
you're a
late
faggot. I
dinner.
hope you die.
And it's
Shut
like-
up,
Your dinner's
faggot.
going to be
Weird.
cold.
Somehow they're going to do some kind of theater thing. Like, I don't know if it's supposed to be drive-ins or what, but the same weekend it comes out, they're also going to show it.
well, we talked about this, like movies like Tenet. He doesn't want to release that streaming.
He shouldn't.
So they're gonna hold that back. They're gonna hold back like Fast and the Furious, all those kind of movies. But
Yeah.
like something like Bill and Ted, that seems like something you could just throw on Netflix,
yeah.
Prime, and
Yeah, it'll be video on demand for a few weeks, and it'll end up being on Prime or something.
it's fucking weird now. Like, cause like there's like we all have so many of the streaming services, and
Yeah.
maybe once a month I actually spend like a good 45 minutes seeing, adding things to my list.
Yeah.
and things are like jumping from services. Like I've noticed.
Well, like, yeah, deals are coming.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the Marvel movies. The last one, because Disney owns all the Marvel stuff, obviously.
Well, that makes more sense than
but
some stuff.
they had
yeah.
everything except for Ant-Man and the Wasp, which was the second one. Because before the movie ever came out, Netflix had bought the streaming rights to it. They finally just now reverted back to the original owner, but that shit happens all the time.
Because like Blade Runner 2049, like I've only seen it one time. I remember my brother were talking about it, and I wanted to watch it again.
Yeah.
And I remember it was on Netflix for fucking ever.
Yeah.
And then I go to watch it, and I'm like,
Stuff jumps around all the time.
yeah.
Like
And then,
right now, the Jurassic Park movies are on Netflix.
And then like the Disaster
But they
Artist
won't be.
was on Prime, but now that's on Netflix.
Yep,
And
they jump around all the time. And then there's stuff on Netflix now. Like, which one did I just see? It's on Netflix, but it's also on like one of the free services, like Pluto TV or Tubi or one of them that you don't have to pay for,
yeah.
or the Roku channel, which is
Okay.
another one. It's just the contracts jump around. They can show certain things. Jurassic Park is on Netflix now, all three of them, the first three, but they won't be after like October because they go back to something else.
And then the weird thing is too is like when you have the Fire Stick, there's the search menu from the main screen, so you can type in a movie, and it used to show you like what services it's on.
Yeah.
But now I realized if it's not on Prime, it won't show you sometimes if it's on Netflix unless you go to Netflix and search for that movie.
Yeah.
Because it's a Prime device.
Evangeline Lilly can shit on my face. We know, Phil.
Yeah.
We know you like her.
And Morgan agrees.
Oh, I didn't know he liked her. Huh.
Yeah, she's hot.
I'd like to make French.
I know. She, I can
Oh no,
French-
conflicting live streams.
What?
Who's running up against us? Who would dare take us on at the same time?
Tell us. But
No one would have a fucking chance.
yeah,
to
that's the way those streaming services work.
see,
Like HBO Max just came out. HBO Max isn't just HBO; it's Warner Brothers.
Yeah. South Park's on there and
South
stuff now.
Park's on there, Fresh Prince, all this other stuff's on there.
Fresh Pants.
Fresh Prince.
Fresh Pants.
Fresh Pants.
Fresh Pants is on there.
Fresh Pants.
So the DC movies are on there because those are Warner Brother movies. So like you had like one of the Batman movies or Justice League or something like that, but they only had it for like 2 weeks before because they borrowed their movie from another streaming service that had the contract on it.
And it's gonna get worse because
eventually they'll own all their stuff and only show their own stuff,
like what's the Peacock is the thing that they have coming out for NBC,
which is NBC Universal.
But then do you know, is that going to be it's not going to be like what's NBC right now, like TV 14?
Most of it, yeah. You don't get much MA stuff, any at all, I don't
But
think.
MacGruber was supposed to have a sequel, and they're doing a series now,
which I'm looking forward
to. But it's not going to work if it's not R-rated.
Oh, and they'll still, I mean, the Peacock, they'll show more stuff that is, so it's not just NBC stuff.
Yeah.
It's NBC and anything Universal Pictures has made, movie-wise and stuff, too.
So it will have R-rated?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure about that.
So, no, obviously, strict NBC stuff won't, or stuff that they show on USA might a little bit, because USA is also part of that.
Because MacGruber only works because it's vulgar.
It will be.
Okay.
It will be, yeah. Which I'm looking forward to.
How sad is Val Kilmer's voice now?
You know what? He's supposed to be at the DC Fandom.
Didn't he
come next weekend?
Didn't he have throat cancer?
Yeah, but now he sounds.
He's got the voice box.
Yeah,
right?
he's Ned from fucking South Park now.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, you didn't see that?
He's what?
And he's like, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I thought he did Ned. I'm like, wait,
No,
what? He
no.
does the Ned
but
voice
the
now?
thing is, like, he's
Where's
really
Ned been?
he's really like upbeat and like optimistic, but he's like, I sound worse than I feel.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at Val Kilmer like, dude, like,
Oh yeah.
I can't even.
Yeah, he's got the scarf all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're doing like a like Comic-Con last month. They did like all streaming stuff.
Peacock is R-rated. American Psycho
DC is doing the same
nice.
thing. Yeah.
Nice.
That's what Phil says.
Yes.
You know what I just?
There's a goth club in Knoxville, Justin. Jesus
Obviously.
Christ.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you guys
And-
see the cast for the Kevin Smith Masters of the Universe reboot?
No. Oh, I know Mark Hamill's
like
part of it. He's playing
Skeletor?
yeah.
But like he's Kevin Smith is the showrunner for the
The animated.
animated Masters of the Universe that's coming back out. But it's crazy how many people are in this. Like Henry Rollins, Dietrich Bader.
So I knew Dietrich Bader does all kinds of voices. So it doesn't surprise me. Rollins, I had no clue.
Jason Mewes is Stinkor.
That makes sense. That's another one. They have like 2 or 3 different Masters of the Universe projects happening, and they're just like they keep on finding these old franchises and trying to milk them for all they're worth. It's
I work
2
with the
different
guy that I
animated
call
shows and
Ranger.
1 live action Masters of the Universe thing in production right now.
We can't get another movie. Like just
No, one of them's a movie. One's
Okay.
and it's supposed to be a full theater movie. We'll see. I don't know if it's going to happen.
It needs to get like the Lord of the Rings treatment. Like
That's going to be a series.
is Amazon or something.
They're
right?
spending like $300 million for a season.
I don't know how they're going to do that because there's not a lot of backstory and characters. And there's really not enough material to build off of, you know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. They should make a Wheel of Time series.
I work with a guy that I've now dubbed. His nickname is Cringer. Like, yes, because like everything he does, like he's like always nervous about everything, every machine he runs and everything. He's like, and he's like, 60
I like how your
years-
voice seemed to quiver as you were describing him.
Yeah, because that's what he does. And then I have to listen to him for like an hour, and I'm like, all right, so where did this go? Because you didn't tell me what went wrong. You told me everything else. So now I just go, okay, cut to it. I got no time. Yeah, I call him Cringer.
It's funny you say Cringer because Stephen Root is voicing him in the animated
That
series.
makes sense.
Yeah, all right.
That makes sense. He does a lot of voice stuff now, too.
Alicia
Yeah.
Silverstone. She's in this too.
All right.
Huh. That's a.
I just saw her in the movie The Lodge.
Was she in
recently.
that?
Yeah,
I didn't see that yet.
it's pretty good.
Oh wait, The Lodge. I'm thinking of the Dave Franco directed one, The Rental.
Oh, The Lodge is a little bit like Midsommar.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
The
Or
Lodge.
like Hereditary.
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 The Rental was a Dave Franco one I was thinking of, but the covers look the same. That's why I think I confused them.
My brother just let me borrow a DVD or Blu-ray called Captive State. He said it's really good. John Goodman is in it, but I don't know much about the story. So he said
Yeah.
just watch it. It's good. So
Oh,
I'll check it
sounds
out
good.
this week.
Sounds good.
Yeah, John Goodman.
John Goodman, and it's on DVD.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
We were talking before the show about the Wachowskis.
yeah.
You can't call them the brothers anymore.
Brother sister duo.
Didn't they both change though?
I don't know.
I honestly, one person said that they prefer to be called the Wachowski siblings now.
But we're coming to the conclusion that they're kind of hacks, right? As
Well, some
filmmakers.
people are. I mean, yeah, because
Well-
the second two Matrix movies.
But you only go back to the Matrix if you've realized over the 15 years since then you've struck out every time.
They really have.
And I really liked Cloud Atlas a lot, but people shit
I
on
have
that
not
movie.
finished Cloud Atlas, so I can't. I saw Jupiter Ascending, and I wish I wouldn't have.
Who's in that?
Channing Tatum,
Okay.
Mila Kunis,
Well, that's
Eddie
it right
Redmayne.
there. The very first name. That's it. It's over.
It was
I don't watch it.
it was different. Oh, someone else is in. Who's the other guy? I can't think of. Not Lance Henriksen. Somebody else is in it too.
Well, the guy that wrote Cloud Atlas, David Mitchell, he's probably like my favorite author too, though, so I'm kind of biased. Like, I like a lot of his books, but
I'm gonna watch it. It's really long though.
So the ones that
two and a
made
half
the
hours.
Matrix, they had gender reassignment.
Well,
At
yeah.
least one did, but you're right. It might be both now. You might be right.
I all I know is they're going by the siblings now, the Wachowskis or the Wachowski siblings. So
the
you
one
did-
looked like David Cross in
But
drag.
then you,
it took them so long
I
to
just thought it
make
was
the
funny
second
that
two
you said,
Matrix.
so
movies.
we agree that they're hacks.
Yeah.
No, I think I think
oh.
they
Like they're
hacks because no penis anymore. I get it. They hacked off the penis.
so they're hacks. Yeah, they're hacked.
Poor choice of words.
Yeah,
The play on words.
So yeah, because
I'm a lyrical wordsmith, motherfucker.
the second two Matrix movies are pretty cool to look at. There was some interesting stuff, but special effects wise, but the story is just. Oof.
Yeah, they just kind of made shit up as they went along, but they don't really look like video games, but like it's not as bad as like the Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield,
Oof.
where those just straight up look like you're watching someone play a video game.
Yeah, not a fan. I didn't think they're as bad as everybody thought they were, but they were pretty bad. I enjoyed them. It was.
What do you think of them, Jeff? Go ahead.
Talk.
Is there any like what you call it, like continuity though in those movies where like at some point they just kind of threw the rule book out the fucking window and they just fucking made shit up as they went along? Like, I mean, can we spoil shit? At one point he reaches into Trinity's chest and just pumps her fucking heart back to life.
Hey man, spoilers. It's been 17 years.
Yeah.
I was gonna watch that too.
Oh, now you don't have to worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Well, more spoilers. She ends up dying anyways afterwards.
Well,
So.
never mind.
She
I'm
did
not
nothing
watching it
after
now.
the Matrix movies also.
Sure she did. She did the Matrix 4.
Well,
Who is this?
Carrie Ann Moss. She did one thing during the Matrix.
Memento.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I can think of.
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Oh, yeah. I saw that movie.
We talked about Speed Racer though. I love Speed Racer. Don't know what it is. I love the movie. Love the way it looks. I love it more now that I have a 4K TV. Love it.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it.
You should. It's fun. And it's like people are like, oh, you get a backstory. Dude, they do the backstory and what's happening all at the same time.
So
I know it sounds stupid,
I gotta
but
watch that and then Midsommar and
yeah, Midsommar. Did you see Midsommar yet, Jeff?
No.
Okay, I
well.
neither. Did you see Hereditary?
Actually, no, I've never seen that one.
Okay.
I honestly, the only reason I even know what those are is because of Jay. I don't know what the fuck that
They're
movie is.
like horror movies, but they're like almost like art house
Oh,
horror
see,
movies.
Oh,
I'm a
then I
big
don't-
fan of horror movies, so I'm gonna have to
But
check
they're
it
more
out. then.
artsy. They're not like
I'm not.
they're not even like The Conjuring, which is like, you know, more thinking man. I don't know how you.
I've
they're
not
not
seen The
slashing.
Conjuring either yet.
No, me either.
Most horror movies nowadays they're mostly gore. They've gotten away from the scare.
And there's
it's just
gore.
all gore now.
There's gore, but it's more psychological stuff going on. So it's like something's terrifying you, but you don't necessarily see what it is. It's more like the anxiousness of it type horror movie. And then there's some jump scares to it, but
That was the
horror
big
movies. Yes,
No, I like those kind of movies.
I've seen many horror movies.
Yeah. Those are my favorite.
I've seen horror movies. Yes.
I watch plenty of horror movies.
Plenty of horror movies. You know what? You know what else Mike watches? Tiffany videos.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Oh, that was what we were
I
going to.
flog myself
Yes.
like a molting chicken.
Should I bring it up now?
Let's bring it up.
We're
We're gonna bring it up.
We're a third of the way, a little more than a third of the way into it.
You
so-
said something about you enjoyed that particular Tiffany video, right, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think we're alone now.
Yeah.
Something about I don't know
Something about
wanking.
wanking
Wank,
to
yeah.
it. Like recently.
Yeah,
But-
like
Right.
Alan brought up the point.
So I brought up something. Okay. So, Tiffany's like around my age, But
Yeah.
back, like the video is of her as a 16-year-old or 15-year-old or whatever. Well, is it weird if I wank to it now? I mean,
No, only if you wank to it now as yourself as the 12-year-old kid I was when I first did it.
okay.
If I get myself in that
so I can't
headspace.
be like,
You can't be yourself
she's
now.
15 and I'm 47.
It's like her.
Yeah, right.
It's like that in the.
Okay, so I can't. So that would make it all pedophilia, like. But,
Yeah.
but if I'm just remembering, like reminiscing of how I beat off to Tiffany video when I was 15.
Well, that video, that I Want Candy, that girl was 15.
yeah,
Was she?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
When that video was made, she was 15 years old.
but
Well-
it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But see, she was older than me.
Jay
though.
did the Chris Hansen. Why don't
So-
you have a seat?
So but back then when I watched that,
The truth is, I
would've
don't
been-
even jerk off. I don't even have enough energy for that anymore. I don't do anything.
Well, when I was
I'm a-
15, if I beat off to it, then it was fine.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen the movie Labyrinth before with David Bowie and Jennifer Connelly.
It's okay.
Yeah, don't load in.
Wait,
True.
What?
It's okay as long as you don't load in.
Right.
Long story.
But what about Jennifer Connelly?
I love Jennifer Connelly. I always have loved Jennifer Connelly.
What was you
Labyrinth. Her
Yeah.
and David Bowie. The Muppet had Muppets
yeah,
and shit in it.
yeah.
She's trying to find her brother. 'Cause
Right.
the Goblin King had. I had a crush on her then,
Yeah, me too.
and still do. But I always like that Jennifer Connelly up until like 2000. Then she got too thin.
Yes. Yes.
But Requiem for a Dream, and then after that, I just no.
Yeah, she got really.
Although
super
they're gonna have
skinny.
a director's extended 4K version of that coming out. I'm like, are they extending the dildo scene?
17 more minutes of ass to ass.
But for me, like if I go back and watch a movie now and like look at her then and be like, oh, she was so hot. That's creepy. But me, when I was that age watching that, isn't creepy. But me as a 40-year-old man saying she was so hot back then, that's fucking creepy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
All right.
So yeah, I guess.
Okay. All right.
So I guess yes. If you're going to watch a Tiffany video and masturbate to it, you are still masturbating to a 16-year-old girl.
Okay. So like I can't be like, oh, I remember doing this one. Yeah.
Have a nostalgia wank.
Yeah. Right.
Whacking
Yes.
Whacking
it,
this-
yeah.
whacking
yeah, I'm
nostalgic.
Waxing nostalgic.
No,
I mean,
whacking.
whacking nostalgic.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, So.
Don't load
But
in.
honestly, like, yeah, I wasn't that big of a Tiffany fan, so I really didn't wank to her anymore.
No,
So,
I don't remember ever doing it. But
but
She was also a ham radio operator.
what?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I read it in some teen magazine when I was a kid.
I read it on Reddit.
Yeah, it was a actually teen magazine.
oh,
Not some teen magazine, actual teen magazine.
So we've established that you can't look back on your teenage years fondly and have a nostalgic wank to someone who you had a hard on for then.
like I can reminisce about it, but I can't do it.
just think and like
Yeah.
in your head,
And
there's
never
like
tell- and never
there's a
tell anybody
flashback scene
else.
in your head.
And never tell anybody else.
Don't ever tell anybody else.
Right.
Man, I love Jennifer Connelly.
Yes.
Career opportunities
Career.
on that fucking horse.
Whatever happened to Kathy Ireland? Because that's like, you're talking about early memories. I remember
She's
watching
still
was it
around
Necessary
somewhere.
Roughness?
Necessary
yeah,
roughness.
Necessary
Yeah.
'Cause it was
Roughness.
necessary for them to be rough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
She's the
unnecessary.
kicker.
She's the
What-
kicker.
What year would have that been? Like,
91.
Yeah.
okay, so I would have been 9.
Yeah.
And I
But
was
Kathy
like,
Ireland was already a woman, so I mean that's fully okay to
no,
go
no,
back
we were just
and-
talking about early memories of people that you thought were hot.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's a fucking Quantum Leap and fucking
Yeah.
some hot chick.
There's Quantum Leap and Sinbad and some hot chick.
And some,
Oh, and Jason Bateman.
going back to that Walter Mercado thing I was talking to you about
Yeah.
with the astrologist, like, also it's got a little bit, it's only an hour and a half, so everybody should just watch it. It's not like a multi-episode thing like Tiger King.
It's basically like a documentary.
Yeah, hour and a half documentary, but it's the same thing. Like, you're watching an individual that you just can't believe is real, just how Joe Exotic was.
Yeah.
But at one point, he was on all the talk shows back in the early 90s, like Sally Jesse, and he was on Sinbad's show, and he did astrology for Sinbad. He's like, I'm telling you now, you're going to be the biggest comedian in the history of the world.
So he was a fraud.
He was pretty much.
Poor Sinbad believed that.
So you guys are not going to believe this, but Kathy Ireland does not look the same as she did 28 years ago.
What?
Say what?
Weird.
She I remember when so she was making stuff and she was in
Is she even
movies,
Irish?
movies and shows. She was in an episode of
Probably a
Boy
stage
Meets
name.
World I saw. And she was doing some stuff, some movies, and they're like, no one's ever going to take you seriously because of your voice. So she went and had voice lessons
And now she sounds like this.
to try to make her voice sound less, the way it
What was
sounded.
wrong with her voice?
She sounded really like.
Okay, well, she's a hot chick. Who cares?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
So she went to a voice lesson and like she was in a movie and she was on like E.T. or something like.
I mean, who would any of us know that would be treated poorly because of their voice?
Jeff is raising his hand.
Oh, hey, Jeff, what's up, man?
Hey man.
I don't beat my meat to voices
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess.
Again, though, the
unless it's Bobcat Goldthwait. Then I go ham on my dick.
yeah.
Do you know when
Was that sound his voice or you? Never mind.
I was
spitting on your dick.
I was looking some random Nirvana video up one day, and they had like the suggested videos, and I forgot like when Nirvana rolled out In Utero.
Yeah.
That they got Bobcat to be the spokesperson for that album. So there's like this commercial
forgot
where he's
that.
doing like birthing lessons with all the guys in Nirvana, and they're like all pregnant, like shooting out like baby dolls, and he's like the doctor.
Holy shit! I forgot about that.
It's so
Wow.
bizarre.
Was
but
that her now?
Who?
Was that Kathy Ireland now? The one before that?
Yep.
Oh, but like,
Pretty much.
were we on the air when Alan was talking about Bill Hicks and Tool, or were we?
No.
Okay, so
No.
how Tool had Bill Hicks open for them. It was the same way how Nirvana had Bobcat open for them because Kurt Cobain was a huge fan of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's like almost like, wouldn't that work better now having like a rock band and a comedian? It seems like now is the time, not COVID, but obviously like this present era of
Yeah. I mean, they did it a lot
Yeah.
back then. Like Sam Kinison used to open for people all the time, right?
like other
Rock
musicians.
and comedy can't draw anymore,
so.
so it's, they might need each other.
Yeah,
could be
it's
wrong.
actually probably a really good idea now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it differently. Like, you know, when you go see like a show at Pine Knob or DTE, sorry, like you'll have like the opening band and then there's about that 20-30 minute to change over
Like
to
the intermission.
Why not just have a fucking comedian
Yeah.
in the front of the stage while they're doing that
Yeah, because
bullshit?
also he needs the mic.
That's
yeah.
when you go to buy your
Yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
That's why, because you ruin everybody's beer runs.
I could see more pairings though of like, you know,
Yeah.
comedians and musicians down the road.
Like Cypress Hill and Sinbad together.
Cypress.
Sinbad's about but he's about to be the most famous comedian ever.
You got to watch that shit
I'm
though.
gonna
Like,
watch it.
it's-
So what is it? It's a documentary.
Walter Mercado was a famous
Walker-
like.
yeah, I remember
But
it
Are you
sounds familiar.
Are you in that messenger group with all these guys, the Radio Underground?
He's
or-
got issues
Oh,
with
okay.
Facebook and
I
fucking.
got lots of
Whatever.
issues.
Have
but-
Megadeth and Jerry
because
Seinfeld. Why do you guys got a mosh out here in this heat?
ever
Doesn't
since
it ever get hot out here?
ever since that documentary dropped, like the gifs of him, I've noticed
Yeah.
are like there's tons of them now.
I honestly, I barely remember the guy from the 80s and 90s.
He's
But when
got
I
a
saw
lot.
that picture, I swear to God, I thought it was some chick sitting with Lin-Manuel Miranda.
And when you see pictures of him, because he lived to be like 90 or something, but
He's old.
Yeah, like sometimes he looks like Mickey Rourke, but
Yeah.
also dressed like Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah. Mickey Rourke now after the plastic surgeries.
Also, Mickey Rourke wants to kick the shit out of Robert De Niro, which is pretty fucking hilarious.
I would watch that.
I would watch that. I would pay $200 to watch Robert De Niro and Mickey Rourke.
Supposedly he got him kicked off of a movie or something.
He got him kicked off of a movie, but
30-something years ago.
Yeah, and Mickey Rourke is also just sick of De Niro tough talking politics. Also,
I didn't know that. I figured it was something political.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Rourke must be friends with Trump or something. Immediately when I heard that.
Well, somebody brought up a good point. You've seen the movie Angel Heart with Mickey Rourke, right?
Which
Yeah.
one? Yeah,
That's one with Lisa Bonet.
Yeah.
And the blood and everything. And
Bonet.
you know that's the reason she started doing A Different World, because remember the show A Different World? She was on a Cosby show and then
Yeah.
she's on A Different World because
With
Bill
Dwayne
Cosby.
Wayne.
Bill Cosby wouldn't work with her anymore because she
Yeah.
made a movie where she showed her body and stuff.
Yeah.
So he basically pushed her off onto this
Isn't
other
it-
show.
isn't it
Well,
funny?
Bill Cosby has strong morals and standards.
That was the funny thing is that he did all that, and at the same time he was raping chicks. Basically,
Is it ever any different than that?
no?
But that's but that doesn't count because
Doesn't
that's
count.
not what
They
everybody
were asleep
saw,
at the time. Doesn't
you
count.
know?
But
Right.
Mickey Rourke had that resurgence for a while where he was in like
The Wrestler.
Sin City.
The Expendables.
Like there's
Yeah, but like then he just fucking vanished again. Like,
Yeah.
does he
What?
need? Does he
He
need
had to
another
go-
reboot with like the
Well,
panel?
he's had a lot of plastic
He had,
surgeries.
he had to
maybe.
go get another deforming face surgery.
He looks terrible.
But the roles that he took fit what he was doing.
Yeah, but
yeah,
he looks
but
even worse
eventually
now.
that runs out.
oh, he
he
did.
look-
They even booked him in the second Iron Man. I forgot about that.
he
Oh yeah, that's right. He was a bad guy.
And he was awesome in that.
I think I'm in a minority. I like the second Iron Man a lot.
I thought they got worse as they went
As
on.
I watched it,
they need to have him on that show Botched.
yeah,
They need to fix his ass.
it's a good show.
Yeah, because he had something else done very recent, last couple years or so.
Good.
He looks really, really.
Your
bad.
Walter Mercado reference makes sense though.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's like Mickey Rourke and Siegfried and Roy all rolled into one, and Liberace.
Liberace.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But-
That
yeah.
makes sense.
It's like you just watch this and you're like, you start laughing, and then by the end of it, you're like, I like that guy.
yeah.
Like everything he said was positive. He wanted nothing but good things for people.
Yeah.
And then he's one of those guys though too, where like he would wear like capes and like lots of
Very flamboyant.
like M Bison looking stuff.
Yeah,
Some Raul Julia.
But then you find out
That's-
all those clothes weigh like the outfits weigh like 30 pounds. It's like firefighter gear.
that
when
was
you're wearing, like,
Liberace. Liberace
Yeah.
wore big, huge, extravagant outfits that were heavy.
But when you're
as
like
hell, and
when
I
you're
mean,
like
he
your
did-
late 80s wearing that heavy clothing,
Yeah.
like he would be defeated behind the scenes, but when he had to get in front of the camera, flick that switch and he was like good to go. Like
I like I said, I barely remember him, but from what I've read in the Latin American communities and like the Latin American sections of New York and different countries, Central America.
yeah, he's Puerto Rican. Yeah,
Yeah, but in basically in Central Latin America and then the parts of New York that are primarily those ethnicities, dude was fucking bigger than the Beatles. He was fucking huge.
Yeah.
Everybody knew who the fuck he was.
yeah, and like
Wow.
I think that
90 million people a week or something watched his show.
what's the guy that did Hamilton? His name again?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't know he was straight. Never.
Yeah. But a lot of people are surprised to learn he's straight.
Yeah, has a wife.
Yeah.
Has married his high school sweetheart
Yep.
or something, or college girlfriend.
Beard.
Yeah, I didn't really. I thought he was gay.
A lot of people. Yeah.
I have no desire to see Hamilton at all.
It's good to watch once.
Was it really decent for?
Yeah.
It's the plot sounds terrible.
I mean, it's
American history wrapped.
it is, but it's definitely it's entertaining. I've heard the soundtrack quite a few times, and
Okay.
it's watching it actually was worse for me than hearing it.
Because I went and saw
I still enjoyed it, but I'm not going to ever watch it again.
like I saw Book of Mormon live.
Yeah.
And like my sense of humor, like I love Trey Parker, Matt Stone,
Yeah.
so that shit was great. But like I love the idea of going to the theater, but none of the shit that comes out appeals to me.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm not gonna go see fucking Rent or Cats or
No.
Miss Saigon or some bullshit.
You wouldn't go see Les Mis?
I did see Avenue Q, which was actually pretty cool. It's like a vulgar Sesame Street.
Oh, okay.
Same guy. That's the third guy that helped Trey Parker and Matt Stone do Book of Mormon.
I want to see a Broadway show that's a puppet version of Dracula. No.
Peter, you suck.
Dude, that fucking kills me every time I see that scene.
That movie's great.
I love that movie. But
Yeah.
that part where he starts singing like Dracula in the fucking bar, I die. Every single time.
What is it?
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
That's one that you should watch before the Matrix movies for sure.
Yeah.
It's way better.
And I love Give Him to the Greek.
I'm looking
Yeah.
at pictures of. I forgot all about this dude.
Mercado?
Yeah, I forgot
Because it looks like somebody's old grandma.
Yeah.
And he was actually like a handsome guy when he was younger. 'Cause
Yeah.
he got into acting and he was like I don't know, he just had like those chiseled
Well, he was
features.
a dancer and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, he had like Latin American, like he had like good features and and then he just started doing because dude, he looked like he looks like an old woman.
Yeah.
Like Liberace, basically.
Oh, Amanda, you love theater? That makes one of us.
And he brings it up though. He's like, they're like, sometime I look like man, sometime I look like woman. it's so funny, man.
I think I would
love the theater.
I think I would love the theater if I could afford to go more than ever.
What's funny is there's a whole group of like wealthy older people, and they go see anything that's critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
So when I went to go see Book of Mormon, we had not great seats. We were in the back of the theater,
Yeah.
but they were still very fucking expensive. But then you see people that go, like we went on a random like Thursday, and you see people that show up with like their tuxedos on, their suits, like that's their night out.
Yeah.
And these people were just appalled.
At the Book of Mormon?
Yeah, and I love the fact that these fucking rich dickheads just go to they're so like they're such a blank slate.
Yeah.
that they just go to anything that they're told is critically acclaimed.
I would rather go to a play that I knew fucking nothing about than go to see something that's been like that. I would rather be surprised by what I'm seeing.
Well, like
at that point,
when Book of Mormon first came out, everybody panned it. They like all these like highfalutin assholes like hated it, and it won like 9 Tonys the first year
because it takes the piss out of the whole entity of Broadway.
Yeah, and it pissed them all off because they were nominated and won like 9 Tonys or something like that. It was insane.
It is weird though because I don't think if anyone else other than Trey Parker and Matt Stone made that, it would have been the success it was. It definitely is off of their name.
Oh yeah,
I forgot about that. So they once saw Book of Mormon, and they took the teenager with them to see the Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon was great.
Yeah.
First time I went to the Fisher Theater either, which is actually kind of a cool little
Yeah, I've
venue.
been to
Theater
Fisher a
is
few
cool.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never been there.
No, I like theater stuff, but I don't want.
But
I don't want to go. I don't.
as a parent.
Oh yeah. I don't want to go and see something that's stuffy and like what's heavy-handed and stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see something that like I would go see I'd probably go see Spamalot, only because Monty Python. I'd have to see it at least once.
What's the one where it's the Wicked Witch's perspective?
I don't ever want to see Wicked.
Is that that's
Yeah.
something I heard that people like really enjoy that usually don't go to the.
I have no desire to see Wicked.
Well, that's what you take a woman to see when you want a blowjob.
Yeah, South Park.
Hamilton, I heard the soundtrack enough. I know every song in it. I like it. But once I saw it, I don't need to see it again.
At one point, there was going to be a RoboCop the musical.
Yeah, I'm sure
Sweet.
there's probably something off
I would have went
Broadway.
to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that School of Rock, the musical, is fantastic. Surprisingly.
Favorite ones are the ones we had no idea that they're about. We just
I
just
imagine
wasn't
it would
thinking
be.
Wicked was amazing
Because it's not like the movie. Well, the movie was actually the School of Rock. The movie was awesome, but it was. You didn't like it?
Nah.
Oh,
I don't like Jack Black like that. I just like him being like he is in Tropic Thunder.
oh yeah, I can see
doing
that.
cocaine and eating bat heads and shit.
Craig refused to see Wicked with us. Craig Smart. No, I know enough
Yeah, she
people.
said it was amazing.
Yeah,
Dude.
Craig doesn't like to see amazing stuff.
No.
You know what I like better than live events? Being home in the comfort of this chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my other thing is like I'm too fucking lazy to go do stuff.
Oh, that actually ties into the one other thing I want to talk about tonight is that fucking drive-through Metallica concert.
Oh my god!
what?
Isn't that the stupidest thing?
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. It was even worse than I thought it was when you clarified what it was. I was like, what is the point?
Explain it to Alan.
So
Please.
Metallica filmed a concert with high-def cameras as if they're really playing to a crowd. And then they're showing it at drive-thrus.
Drive-throughs or drive-ins?
Drive-in, sorry.
Okay.
Not the worst idea, right?
Right.
Hey, everyone likes Metallica.
Sure.
Would you pay $150 a car to go see this?
$150 a car.
Yep.
A car.
No.
So
is there limits to the size of this car?
So,
And the best part about
we
it is
can
on-
have like 8 people.
Here's the best part, though. On the flyer, it says no limousines allowed.
Well, if you have a minivan, you can do 7 people
So like
in a minivan.
they can't just do
That's
like
only $20 a person.
$15 a car or something. I would
Something like
see
that.
it.
I'm just going to put this out here right now. I went to the Orion Festival, and tickets were $200 a person to see 60 live bands at Belial.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's.
would- I would-
I didn't know how much it cost. I had heard they were doing it, but
it's
when I heard
100
the price.
So it's $150 and it's just Metallica.
Yeah.
and it's pre-recorded.
And it's pre-recorded.
A video
It's not
of
even.
Metallica.
It's not even a live stream.
So it's, yeah.
But I really hope what they did do is there's a section where they like say the city and they dubbed it. So then they say like, "What's up, Detroit?"
Yeah.
But I guess like other bands like I like are doing this, and they're just putting it on the internet for free.
Yep.
Because everyone's home and bored and.
Well, Lars Ulrich's never going to do that because he wants, I mean, he's always.
What's the overhead to film Metallica playing at an empty venue, like a theater?
The cameras are probably the highest cost. Oh, no, they had to rent the theater that they filmed it in.
WWE actually just moved from their performance center where they've been
I saw
filming
that.
those to the Amway. No,
Yeah, the Amway Center.
Amway, yeah.
Yeah.
Amway.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where the Magic plays, right?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's no, that'd be stupid. I know there's people that, like, if one understand the drive-in theater Metallica show is sold out. Like,
Oh, really?
that's why I heard people were
Look,
trying to
you
sell the
know what?
tickets online.
You know what? People are just like desperate to do anything to get out.
Yeah,
I
but
think that's what it is.
did you see the concert thing where everybody has their own little podium?
Yeah. I think I
Yeah.
sent that to you guys in that
Yeah.
thing. I'm like,
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Well,
did.
they got like the big fencing stuff. They got some of those too. Where it's like the gate, like when you go to
Oh.
the show.
So they made like pods.
like the barrier.
Yeah.
It's like little porches, essentially, and it holds like maybe 4 or 5 people.
You just get a chair and like a
So
little
what
table.
sucks is though, so if you bought a ticket and you had row 10, which would have been like a good seat at that point, row 10 when you're like the pod is going to be like so fucking far
4
back.
times further back than you thought.
Yeah, and like you can have, I think it's like up to 5 people, but you all have to be from the same vehicle to stay.
This is just shit they're saying that there's no way to enforce.
I don't see how you would enforce anything, but
They said that at restaurants. So like you're only supposed to, come with the people that you drove with. I've had people meet up with me at restaurants before, like since this has gone on.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, like when you go into a place, you have to. Last weekend was the first time I've been to a restaurant since all this stuff.
Okay.
And me and my buddy went in, and we had to put our mask on till we walked to our table, which was literally
See a hostess, skip the
15
table.
steps.
Yeah.
From the time I walked in the door to the very first booth that I went and sat in.
Mm-hmm.
To go to the bathroom, I had to put my mask back on. But other than that, I can just leave it off and eat and talk and do whatever.
And as silly as it is,
This-
I'll just play ball just to do whatever. we gotta,
Sure.
yeah.
I'm going to play ball, but I just don't get it. Like my buddy owns a bar.
It's either
and he sells burgers, but that's all he really sells is burgers. And he just said, "Screw it, I'm not going through all this shit. Hardly anybody eats here, but I technically can stay open."
So
He
he's
just
closed
shut,
right
he
now.
Just shut it down.
Yeah.
He just shut it down. He's like, I don't. There's just no point. He's like, I'm not gonna make. He goes, I'm not gonna sit here and have my bartenders trying to enforce drunk people, because that's mainly his bar. It's mostly, they order burgers towards the end of the night when they're all drunk.
What area of town is this in? Without naming
Detroit.
it. Okay.
Yeah, but he's like, look, I'm just not gonna have my girls enforcing. Hey, put your mask on when you get up from the bar and walk to the bathroom.
Isn't that the biggest argument about school? Like they don't want
Yeah.
teachers spending a third of their day just being mask police when they should be fucking teaching science or English or whatever the hell else.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Jeff, what you doing?
What?
Hi. You haven't talked in a little while.
I was just letting Jay talk.
Now that he's off the mic, I'm going to bring up something Jay talked about a couple weeks ago. I should have waited. Jay's a big Revenge of the Nerds fan. We talked about this a couple weeks
I
ago.
love Revenge of the Nerds.
So I've been watching more older movies with my son. So I decided we're going to watch both the Revenge of the Nerds movies. There's only 2. There's not 4. There's 2. Just two. So we watched the first one, and I completely forgot about the scene. But when they're having the party to impress the Lambda,
the
organization,
the black fraternity.
the Bernie Casey, the black guy, and the other black guy are there. They're trying to hand the one black guy a joint. He's like, his eyes light up. He wants to smoke it, but his boss is there. He's like, and he's like, they're not getting into it. Let me put on some more music that they would like. And he goes over the record player. He puts on "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." I forgot about that scene.
That scene is so great.
I was dying, and Don was like, "What's so funny?" I'm like, "Cause it's an old slave song that they're playing it to black people." It killed me. I completely forgot about that fucking scene.
That scene is so good.
Oh my god.
That party scene in general.
The party
great.
scene in general is really good. Yeah. But then we watched part 2, and he liked part 2 better.
I can see a younger person liking that better.
Yeah, but
Barry Sobel.
Barry Sobel's in it. He's great.
Is it No on 15?
No on 15.
What about when they are in the locker room and he's like, you know karate? No. Good. And then just shoves the underwear on his head.
That part 2. Oh, that whole movie is so good.
Wonder Joints.
Our mutual buddy Rob didn't realize till just recently that in Karate Kid, Lamar is in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the Cobra Kai.
He's one of the Cobra
Yep.
guys.
But
Yep.
he totally forgot about that.
Yep.
And
I did too. When I was reading through stuff, and it, because the first thing Diamond asked, he's like, "Is he actually gay?" I'm like, I don't think so. So I
No.
looked it up, and he's absolutely not gay.
No, he was
Lamar.
in Iron Eagle and Fear of the Black Hat.
Yes, and I forgot about Fear of a Black Hat. Holy shit!
I forgot about that too.
But yeah, he's an Iron Eagle, but he's not gay. And then it says one of his first roles, Karate Kid. I'm like, oh shit, that's right.
You just looked him up and it said totally not gay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to see
No, it said that he didn't have a javelin in any other movie.
that fucking javelin.
To accommodate his limp-wristed throwing style.
That was what we watched. That was the other scene we're watching, and it's just flopping around. And before he even throws it down, it's like, that totally wouldn't work. I'm like, well, no shit. That was the first thing he got from that. I was like, that wouldn't work. I'm like, oh,
It's
okay.
a comedy.
I like the music that's playing when the Asian guy's winning the race. Nei-chi, nei.
Yeah, it's yeah. Oh, my- guess what? That guy's Asian, but he's from Arizona. He's not actually.
And it's
Asian,
weird
man.
too that like John Goodman's like late 20s in that movie or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that was the other thing. We were watching it. He knows John Goodman from a few things, and he's like, "Is he wearing a wig?" I'm like, "No, that's his fucking hair. That's what it looked like back then."
Yeah. Also,
His full head of
we
luscious hair.
Well, what year did that come out? 81?
84.
Was the first one?
84 and 87 for the
Oh,
first
wow.
two. Yeah.
I didn't know it was
you
84.
won't see better acting, or I should say more believable acting, than when John Goodman gets pissed off as the dad in Roseanne. Like,
Yeah.
when he gets pissed, that feels fucking real.
Yeah.
Like, that feels like a dad really losing his shit.
Oh, yeah.
When he slams Galecki, or what's the kid's...
Yeah, Johnny Galecki.
Yeah, he slams him against the wall in the basement
Yeah.
for laying with Darlene. You're like, I'm just like, oh, you just like cringe because it feels like that's a real dad. Like,
He's actually
fucking-
pissed off somebody's with his daughter. Yeah.
Well, the reason that show seemed real because all the people were like not a great looking and they were overweight. It's like,
Yeah.
this is how people look in the Midwest.
They look like normal people.
I fucking loved Roseanne.
That's what it was
Yeah.
believable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
Yeah,
all
oh, yeah.
heavily flawed, and
I wasn't a big fan of Roseanne.
No? I liked it better.
I don't know
I didn't
why.
when it was on, I didn't watch it.
For that, give me that goddamn mic.
I didn't watch it when it was on. I watched it in repeats later on, and I liked it more than because I remember my mom used to watch it and stuff. I never got
watched
into it then.
I watched
It was later on when I was older. I liked it.
that and Married with Children. I mean,
Oh, I
I
love
love
Children.
Married with
Married with
Children.
Children's
Who
awesome.
doesn't love Married with Children? Speaking of
That wouldn't exist.
Speaking
No.
of the
No,
first
no.
Revenge of the Nerds, Ted McGinley's in both those shows.
Ted McGinley. If you want your show to end, put Ted McGinley in
Yeah,
it.
well, if you want your show to end, Married with Children was on for 8 years after he joined the cast.
I know, but a lot of shows like Happy Days.
Happy Days, Jumping
He
the
comes
Shark.
on,
I loved
bam.
Happy Days.
But Ted McGinley came on,
Susie
just Jumping
came
the
on,
Shark.
It was Jumping the Shark, and it was
Show was
over.
off in a couple years.
Yeah.
But they always say that about Ted McGinley. And
yeah, I know. It's a
the
joke.
first, yeah.
I know.
It wasn't true.
No.
He was on it longer than Steve Rhodes was,
Yes. Yeah.
so he took
Well, that's
over.
because Steve Rhodes thought he was better than that show or some shit. That's what he
I
left.
love Married with Children though.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that show's great.
Yes. Yes.
But that Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
that's a great scene.
And I remember we talked about it in the past. I just completely forgot about it. When I saw it, I was dying. Hey, I have a question for Jeff. Good thing you're on the mic.
Yeah.
Were you were born here and lived here, right?
Yeah.
And then moved down there.
Yeah. When I was 17,
So you were oh no, you weren't. Wait, how old are you now?
35.
Were you still living here during the time of the blackout? 2003?
No, I moved down there about the end of 2002, beginning.
So you weren't here
2003.
for the blackout.
No.
I was.
That's when the power went out. Good thing you were on the mic.
2003. It was the
2003.
weekend of his
April
of his-
14th, 2003.
That was August 14th.
Yeah,
not
August
April.
or
Yeah.
something. Whatever. What month are we in?
But it was the weekend of his nuptials.
I was stuck at Cedar Point.
Yeah.
Oh, you were stuck on the roller coaster? Because that's what we all heard. There's people stuck on roller coasters and
I was not a
Didn't is that the same day John Ritter died too?
sure,
I think so.
I don't know.
it could be.
I'm almost positive that
But
the day of the
we
blackout,
just passed the
John Ritter
17th
died.
anniversary of the blackout.
I had to make a treacherous trip all the way from my grandma's to here.
Oh,
It
I was on
it did take quite a while to get across Gratiot, though.
I was at work.
No lights.
I was at work, and I had a cell phone at that point, which I forgot. I don't know. I don't remember having a cell phone that early. But power went out, and they're like,
no, I
"Oh,
was wrong.
power's not coming back on. Go ahead and go home." And I had to try and make my way home down DeQuinder and then 696 and then Gratiot. It took me fucking forever. And then I had to go pick up my tux because the guy was at the tuck shop that used to be over by McDonald's and Tubby's.
Yeah.
Randazzo.
Uh-huh.
Did you have to go in there with me that day? We had to like get in there because he wasn't going to open the next day because no power.
I went with you. Yep.
Oh, that was the worst.
Now,
sucked.
what happened with this blackout? What?
Well, our infrastructure sucks, and
The grid failed.
The grid
man.
failed.
Well, back home, one
Don't
power
worry,
line
though.
goes down and it shuts the whole mountain area down, yo.
Well,
Yeah.
you guys could have had it. I mean, because it
Well, this
stretched
wasn't
that
just
far.
here. This wasn't just
It was
here.
It's
70
like the whole eastern seaboard
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It was like 100 million
'Cause-
people without
'cause-
power.
Yeah, because like the main grid was like
Yeah.
it's like New York or something.
It was like New York. I think it went down into Kentucky and everything.
Yeah, I mean,
So you may not have power, but didn't realize it was a blackout. Because
but
Well,
I
we're not-
mean,
we're
remember
not up
when they
to date
first
with
when they first
technology
talked about it, they were
anyways.
talking about
That's
it
true.
like
I remember when
it was going to be out for like months
Yeah,
or
when it-
whatever, and we're like, yeah, right,
When
no
it,
way.
When it first happened, I was thinking to myself, why are we on the same grid with all these places? Isn't this a bad idea?
Yeah,
Do I think we should maybe like regionalize this, like at least like college conferences or
well,
something?
yeah, and that was the thing. I mean, this was all that shit was like what almost 100 years old. It was all like
it's old shit. Yeah.
it's like super old, and it was all.
Yeah, fucking
We hardly had the population that we had.
Edison
I
and
mean,
Tesla fist fought on when the grids were being made.
That's how old it was. It was fun. It was super fun.
I was wrong. John Ritter died a month later.
Okay.
Him and Johnny Cash died like the
Did he,
same day.
did he die because
Or
of the
the day-
blackout?
No.
Rather,
Johnny Cash was in 03. I thought he was 04.
Johnny Cash died. John Ritter died September 11th. Johnny Cash died the day after.
What?
You know who else died September 11th? The dude from Spartacus.
Oh, that's right.
He died on September
What,
11th.
what dude is...
Andy Whitfield.
Andy Whitfield.
the show Spartacus.
That dude could have been an amazing action star if
Yep.
he would have lived.
It was a good show too.
That first
I was
going to
say something really mean
was
about
amazing.
a certain Saturday Night Live guy, but I stopped myself.
Well, now you should say it.
Yeah, now you gotta say it, dude.
Yeah, you got my interest now.
Go ahead, Mike. Say it.
That was the joke. I mean,
Oh.
Pete Davidson. I mean, come on.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You made me actually say it. God damn.
Yeah, right.
Because Pete Davidson's dad died at 9/11.
Well,
Did you see his new movie?
So, all those people that were
I do only because Bill Burr's in it.
and rest in peace to all the people that were killed by a bomb in the Pentagon because it wasn't a plane.
It was a plane, Mike.
I like how they have no film. Like there's no video of the most fortified place on planet Earth.
They knocked
we don't have
out
a
the cameras.
we don't have a single video of the plane hitting.
They knocked
it.
out the cameras, man. What do you expect?
Yeah.
Bunch of kids just went missing all over the world. It's all just it's a hearsay.
Malarkey.
It's all malarkey.
Malarkey. That's a good word.
Malarkey is great.
Goddamn malarkey.
Yeah. I trust our government. I do.
I just got a text from somebody, so I'm going to ask Jeff this. You lived here until you were 17.
Yeah.
How long was it before you got the accent?
You know, even now, I don't realize I have the accent.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, it's just
So did you have it before you left here?
no. I guess not.
No, because I went to school with this guy, and his whole family were like they were from Alabama, but he never lived in Alabama. He lived here. He was born here, and he sounded like he was from fucking Alabama.
Well,
because that's how they all talked in his fucking
That
house.
was my point, is that you learn it real quick. But look have you ever been to Jackson, Michigan? Jackson, Michigan is in Michigan.
Yeah.
They talk like they're from the fucking South.
Yeah, there's plenty of people I've met down there. They're like, "Mer, mer, mer." What the fuck? Soviet Canuckistan?
That's a great picture. So it's just one of our teachers back in high school said that same thing. She would spend her summers in like South Carolina, and within like 2 or 3 weeks, she had the accent.
True.
And she didn't realize it.
I would always spend my summers down there, but
So
I mean,
so you weren't living there, but you were there all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time.
I went to Tennessee several years with Grandma and stayed down there for weeks.
Yeah.
And then came back and I had it. Because that's what I hung out with my aunt and uncle. My aunt's only like 4 years older than me. So, I mean, like we hung out.
You know, I always forget she would have been her aunt. I always think cousin. Yeah.
Yeah, she's...
That's right.
Yeah, she's Dad's stepsister. Packages here for...
Sorry.
Packages here for packages.
It was horrifying. Like, I know what happened.
I was scared. I was terrified.
There's I don't want to say his name on the air, but our aunt, her husband is a DJ down in your neck of the woods.
Yes.
On the radio, on the country music stations.
Well, he got like a big time, like, because they moved way down to like Chattanooga.
He's won some CMAs and stuff.
Yes.
Those are country music awards.
They've went to this. Yes. She's not a country music fan either, but
No, she's not.
They went to CMAs and stuff because. Like,
do you listen to country music when you're at home?
no.
Good.
Well, I mean, can we even call that country music nowadays?
no.
I mean,
It's-
because
no,
it's
no,
really
no.
not.
It's pop music.
It's pop music with a
pop,
twang.
Yeah, it's pop music with a cowboy hat.
I mean, I can listen to like Garth Brooks or
Yeah,
something
the
like
real
that,
stuff.
but this
Chris Gaines.
Chris Gaines. Yeah.
Love Chris Gaines.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd be without that album.
Actual country music, but yeah, it's pop twang.
No, I know. It's
Pop
like
twang tong.
Like I have a radio at work that I brought in, and like I let the one guy in the back area when I'm during the day use it, and I always bitch every day when I come in. I go, "Why you put that stupid hillbilly shit on my?" He goes, "It's just good." I go, "It ain't even real country music." I go, "It's pop music with a cowboy hat.
Yeah,
That's all it is."
it's terrible.
I don't know who any of these guys are.
A lot of raps that way too.
Well, that's what I mean. Like last year when I was in jail, I was hanging out with these 3 or 4 black guys. Like we were out on a road crew every day. So I was talking to these younger guys, and I'm like, and they were bitching about rap and how it just like it's so like homogenized now. It's just like everybody sounds the same. I go, it's happened to rock and roll. It's happened to country music. It's happened to all of them.
Yeah, it's everything.
Basically, what it is
Did
okay,
they use
you
the
made
word
this hit.
homogenized? Or did you?
No, I did.
Okay.
But yeah, they basically. Well, it was the one guy that said it first.
Okay. No, that's cool. That's a good word.
Because I
That's a
said
good
it
word.
was because that's what I said to him. I go, that's a good word that's a good way to put it. And I told him about like how alternative music, and he knew a lot of alternative music because he grew up in like kind of a mixed area. He's like, yeah, I remember like Nirvana and all this stuff. Like when I was a real little kid, my brother liked them. And then he's like, and then like all of a sudden there's all these alternative bands who sound like all these other, and they're just cookie cutter crap. I'm like, yeah, because record companies say, oh, that's a hit. Write 17 more of those and we'll make 2 albums out of it.
Yeah.
And you can write your crappy songs in between, that mean something to you, and that's the record industry. That's how it is. And that's all I got to say about that. Oh, and Gen X is the best generation. And another guy, I just read another damn article about a guy who wrote that Gen X is the best damn generation, period.
Yeah, degeneration.
Degeneration X too.
I was gonna ask a question. Have you? I have a question
You're
about
Gen X. So.
there's this new guy on YouTube now. I don't know if you've seen his stuff. His name is Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, Doctor.
He's this new guy on YouTube.
Yeah, he's new to the scene.
New to the scene. He's a tall man. We already talked about that before. 6'8". But I keep on seeing photos of him,
Shorty.
and I'm pretty sure they're doctored. He's not like ripped with huge arms, is he?
He's got pretty big arms, but
Because I keep on seeing pictures. I'm like, okay, maybe it's real, but I don't think that's real.
he trains, he lifts, but he's got good size arms, but I don't know if I wouldn't call. He doesn't look like a pro wrestler or something.
So
That's
it's
what he
fake
looked like
news.
in this. So this is definitely touched up. Okay. His mustache is awesome.
So I'm not joking about it, but who is this really?
You know who Dr.
No, I don't.
Dr. Disrespect is.
I know you love him.
He's
Morgan.
probably the, because Ninja has fallen a little bit, and he's probably the top video game streamer.
Yeah.
I would say PewDiePie, but PewDiePie doesn't really game stream exclusively. So Doc is probably the top pure streamer out there.
Two-time.
The two-time.
Packages.
And he's
here
6'8".
for packages.
We're gonna do
love
the
Doc.
packages in 5 minutes, Morgan.
5 minutes.
5
Now
minutes.
he's saying he loves the doc.
Yeah, he does like.
He does.
Morgan does
He
like
always
Dr.
talks about
Disrespect.
Dr. Disrespect.
That is-
Dr.
that's his guy.
Disrespect is a dick hole
Pleasure.
pleasurer.
Were you the one saying that Dr. Disrespect and PewDiePie did something together?
Yeah, they played Fall Guys.
Oh, yeah.
Now
The Colt Seavers game.
Yeah, and that game is
No, just kidding.
and the Colts. Yeah,
Dude, you had me. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Al did a double take like, what?
I got all excited. My voice went high.
Well,
Fall Guys is a video game.
the thing about that game is it is ultimate kid game that I've ever seen. It's ready made, even though anyone can play it, obviously, because it's competitive.
Yeah.
But the what I like about the game is it looks like something if you saw someone play it, it's simple concept. You're like, yeah, I want to play this.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's totally like kid, like Lego looking.
Totally kid-friendly.
But it's only on PS4 and Steam. It's not on Switch or Xbox yet. And I'm like, if they want to make a bunch of money, they got to get this on the Switch.
It would sell like hotcakes.
Get it on
as
the
they say now.
Switch.
That's a
Fall
good term
Guys.
to use now. Hotcakes.
Anyways, PewDiePie and
it's the 1920s right now.
a little
yeah.
have a look,
Like
see you, damn you
hotcakes.
foxy damsel.
See?
But-
But they see a lot.
But that game, I actually do want to play it.
See?
I can twist on
Oh, yeah. You got to
twist on my mustache as I tie a lady to the railroad tracks.
Well, yeah, this is always what the mustache twitching's always evil.
Yes.
It's
The
always
Fall Guys.
I'm sorry, it's not evil. It's always
Nefarious.
diabolical,
And
Guys,
nefarious.
I found a good tagline for our show. And the reason I found it because a guy was criticizing shows like ours.
Yeah.
His name's the Punk Rock MBA.
Oh.
And he does like he don't do something that's he goes, I'll die on this hill, unstructured bullshit. Like, oh yeah, we're unstructured bullshit.
That's
I
pretty
like
good. Termin-
That's what we are. So that's our tagline. We're unstructured bullshitting.
That's one of the tags I'm putting into the video. That was my next question about the Fall Guys.
Yeah.
Do you know why it's not on Switch?
Not on Switch they said
It has
the developer said, well, we got to wait till there's demand for it. I'll tell you what it is. It's not demand for it. You guys Sony probably fucking keep it here. Don't let anyone
Yeah.
else have it. Oh, we're Sony.
it's not
Fuck
Colt Seaver
Sony.
approved yet.
Sony is a fucking. I hate Sony fans. I hate their guts.
I like your corporate character voice a lot.
Yeah.
I had even though I had a PS4 for like a year.
Yeah, I have a PS4 in there that I don't touch. It's collecting dust.
I don't like to bring those memories back up.
Yeah, but
It's fine to have both.
But they
Just don't think one is so far superior than the other.
Well, yeah, what I don't like about them is they're like leading the industry, but they're acting like they're like the I don't know, like the Rebel Alliance or something. Yeah,
They're the underdog.
yeah, it's like you're leading the industry, guys.
You've literally sold double the amount of consoles.
You're not the Rebel Alliance, dude.
It's kind of ironic because I hate how Sony gets all the exclusive, but the sole reason why I bought the PS4 was for the Final Fantasy VII remake that was exclusively on the PS4.
Yeah.
So I bought it because I love Final Fantasy VII. It's my
Yeah.
favorite game of all time. That's the only reason why I bought the PS4. Beat it in a week. Now I've not touched it.
Yeah.
Set.
Same thing with me with Bloodborne. I played Bloodborne, and that was it.
You guys aren't complete traders like Phil.
Yeah, Phil.
Phil's a trader.
Phil, you traitor. You scum. You
In the
stick
show,
in the mud.
I love MLB The Show, and now that's coming to Xbox.
That'll be
too,
on everything
so
now.
That's,
Yep.
So, guys, we're finally going to get to, because of the final hours coming up, we've been getting sent random packages from people all around the country because they're our friends.
Shut the fuck up, Jeff. It's mail time.
And we're going to open up these. I've already got like 20 random pieces of gear that I'll never use for anything, except Brian's going to take the knife sharpener.
I'm taking an electric
I
knife
may want
sharpener.
that bike seat.
Yeah, that bike seat that I thought was a pocket pussy.
Yeah, I may want that because I have a bike at home that I don't have a seat for.
So,
There you go.
So we're gonna pass out the packages.
Yeah,
and
I just
see what
sat
they
on the
are.
pole.
It's
So
just,
hold on.
just a dildo that
Yeah,
comes up
it's just
through the
a-
seats.
Yeah, so. All right, so before we open these real quick, I just wanted to say one little thing. So like today, I've been looking for. I don't want to spend a lot of money. I've been looking for a guitar amp and a bass amp.
Yeah.
That's it. I just need a guitar amp and a bass amp so that I can like listen to myself play.
So go ahead. I guess.
So today I found an Esteban guitar that I'm thinking about buying.
Don't buy it.
I want to buy it, and only for one reason, because it's always been on my bucket list to smash a guitar on a stage.
Yeah.
So I think I might buy it just to sit on it and wait until I get a chance
Jay,
to get on stage.
There's a
and
tear
bust it.
thing. No? You're not strong enough. Oh, shit, that's not tearing.
First, what was sent?
All right, so
Ha! Mine tore. I won't look at it yet, though. Okay, I'll look at it.
I don't have my glasses. Hold on, let me get my glasses.
They're anthrax and they take no shit.
A white substance here, powdery.
I have an electric
I'm
hair
having
trimmer.
trouble breathing.
Oh, it's a LED strip lights kit.
Oh, that's cool.
LED strip light kit.
Nose shaper?
Okay.
What is a nose shaver?
Those are one of those things that open up your nose.
Oh.
It's a LCD writing board, like a tablet or
Oh,
something like
shit.
this.
That's one. That one's not that bad.
That's not that bad at all.
Well, there's more.
People keep sending me this random shit.
That looks like a plastic tooth from here.
It's a.
You gonna
this
stick
is
a tooth up your nose?
A doorbell.
Dude, what is it?
You got a doorbell.
Oh, sweet! I
It's a
actually could
nose-
use a doorbell. I don't have one.
Yeah.
It's a nose shaper.
Nose.
Now this
Now
one,
let's-
this was sent to Mike the Suckmaster. So
There's one more on mine. I don't know what this is.
Yes, this is a Len Laurie nose shaper. You wear this nose
Hey.
shaper for 30 minutes at a time, and it'll shape your nose.
look at. I finally got a pocket pussy.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, you can store it in this purse
is
that
it
you
like-
got here right here.
Is it,
I got to send a pocket pussy. I'm going to use it when you guys
that
leave.
is an actual purse.
Yeah, here's an actual purse you can
So,
store it in.
like, is it any model of pocket pussy? Like any kind of porn star?
Brittany. I don't know who.
Let me see it.
Brittany Skin? Bioskin?
Oh,
The fuck? It just says Brittany.
can I? Honestly, I might know who it is. Let me see it.
You know, I'm showing pussy right on our screen. Probably not a good idea.
Engelbert Humperdinck's pussy.
No, that's not who I thought it was. Never mind.
I wanted the Brandy Love one.
This
You guys didn't get me the right one.
I wanted Brandy Love's pussy.
this is
But
a
I'll use that one later. I don't
this
care.
is a facial hair remover for women. Electric trimmer.
Oh, nice.
You can do some. You can probably use it for manscaping and stuff.
This is made in fucking Myanmar.
Myanmar.
Well, that's where everything's
That's
made.
Burma.
That's where everything's made now.
Yeah, it's made by those people from Rambo 4.
This one is
Yeah.
pretty. This one is heavy, and it says that it's a pot. So it's probably a pot.
I don't know, man.
It's just a bunch of pot.
I'd be open at an end.
Myanmar?
That end's already opened up a little bit, it looks like. Okay.
Yeah, it's a pot.
Yep. How big of an amp are you looking for, Al?
I just want
5 ounce.
I just want like a guitar amp and a bass amp. And so when I was looking, I just found that Esteban guitar, and somebody wanted there was 2 different ones, and somebody wanted on the one it was like mint condition Esteban
Jake, can I see it,
guitar.
Pat?
And they wanted like $200 and something for it. I go, that piece of crap that they sold on TV.
Morgan said, well, there goes the terms of service. LOL, ban is coming. We're getting banned. Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Pocket P.
Oh, cool. It's not that big. Perfect.
So perfect size.
Dude, look at that. Look at that pot. It has like a
Oh, that's
almost like a.
that's not a bad pan at all.
No.
I'm gonna actually keep this.
Yeah.
Thanks to whoever sent this and the pocket pussy.
Oh, that's squishy.
Use both of them.
Yeah. I'm going to use them both at the same time. I'm going to cook while I'm using it.
So, if that's the pussy, is this the butthole?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm blowing out that backside. Look up the
That's
PV
supple.
Viper
But-
VIP.
That is a supple.
Here's the cruel joke.
okay.
They didn't send
Thanks,
you lube
Imperion.
with it, Mike. There's the cruel joke with that.
He has nature's lube.
Ruin that first use.
Okay.
He has nature's lube. Spit.
Is that a pussy mouth combo pocket?
No.
Pussy? No.
That's not.
Why do I got a
right.
feeling Morgan was the one that sent that?
I don't care. Whoever sent it, thank you.
Pocket pussy.
Thank you.
This LCD writing board's something.
What do you write on it? Electric trimmer. What the?
Okay, it's been sitting out in my car for a few days, so I'm not worried about COVID.
Yeah, the heat killed it.
Right there, as you can see, there's a nice labia. And
Heat equals as
A nice labia.
I thought it needed a bit of a labiaplasty, but
no, that's not a butthole on the back end. That's
No.
just a hole.
because I mean, I think that's for extra. So like if you're going all the way through, there's some give at the back end.
I will definitely check out Facebook Marketplace. I just checked Craigslist for the hell of it.
There's people that can go through that? No, no way.
It's just a hole, you said.
I'm
It's just
blowing
a hole.
Just a hole.
I'm blowing the backside out
A
of
drain,
that
a drain hole. Yeah.
It's a drain hole.
This just doesn't seem very sturdy. I think I'm gonna get like a use out of it. And that's gonna be it.
You'd be surprised, man. They stretch out.
Just crumbles in your hand.
Yeah.
That was a pussy stretching out joke.
Feels
Because women have kids. It's my joke.
like fucking a jellyfish.
Or jelly,
No, jellyfish are softer than that, man.
or jelly donut.
They sting.
Oh, cool. Listen to that.
Mike, spit in it and make the noise.
Oh, Jesus.
Just go ahead and spit in it. Spit on it.
What? The thing is, it's a pussy, but it can also kind of look like
It's not making that mac and cheese sound yet.
It's fucking gross.
I swear to God, if my kids are listening.
Yeah.
Morgan's like, I have the same one.
Yeah. Thank you, Morgan. I'm gonna fill it with loads.
Yeah, I hope your kids aren't listening either.
Yeah.
Oh, if my wife is still listening, hey, happy anniversary now. Because we're now on Sunday.
Yes.
He's like, I'm so glad I caught this on stream, not on the audio drive to work. Yeah. It wouldn't be as good.
No.
Not at all.
Spit on it.
No.
Okay.
I'm afraid I'll miss.
They're not listening.
Are you? Happy anniversary, baby. Talking about some pocket pussies. Happy anniversary.
Hey, Mike, be careful. There's care instructions here. It says clean before and after use with mild soap and water or an appropriate toy cleaner.
Some summer's eve.
Pat dry, then sprinkle with cornstarch powder to extend the life of the product. For real? Store separately in a cool, dust-free location.
Corn, you got to. Cornstarch helps it keep.
Cornstarch.
Awfully specific.
I got nothing.
It's
Amazing.
I'm speechless. I don't know.
Second from last one.
What does it say, Brian?
wait. Which one? The compact or
Clean up some breeze.
Clean up some breeze.
open-ended design makes cleanup a breeze. Use only with water or silicone-based lubricants.
That's disgusting.
Yeah. Also, yeah, you got to get like a summer's eve or something like that to clean these things. So
Yeah, hey, Justin's like I told you. Yeah, it's you got the drain hole. Drain your cream.
Yeah.
Mike, you can get a hold of Sam for toy cleaner.
No, let's not do that.
Okay.
No,
Let's not do that.
Okay.
Cornstarch.
Cornstarch.
Do you have a cool dust-free location you could put this in?
No.
Okay.
The tree out back.
This whole house is full of dust.
Well, get a bag, put it in the bag, and
What he's
store
got
it.
is a bag right here.
There you go. Put it in that purse.
Yeah, you got, yeah.
There you go.
You got a purse?
storage bag right there.
Got a purse?
Satchel.
Get you a whatever it says, cleaner, and
I mean, like, are you
No.
using like straight up cornstarch in your kitchen? Like, is there some kind of cornstarch protector?
No, man, you
Shit.
just use a regular cornstarch.
Makes
Huh?
you clean up a breeze.
Then you could use the cornstarch later when you're making your biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
Your jizz gets in gravy.
Just gets a man gravy.
Old jizz.
your bad jizz and gravy.
Bad jizz.
Bad jizz. That's terrible.
So we're 90s shock jock
Hey.
now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is, you said it was made in Myanmar, right?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. It says North Hollywood, California,
American made.
America.
Oh, hey, man.
That's awesome.
American made by someone.
North Hollywood?
Imagine that's your 9 to 5 stress is making these. Like we complain, got all these damn shipping and we're fucking. Like your 9 to 5 stress is making pocket pussies.
Someone's got that job.
Yeah, it's like, fucking Bill fucked up the labia on everything on line 3. Everything.
true story. I have a buddy at work. He's from Chicago, and he told me he used to work at a dildo factory in Chicago.
That's one I was going to bring up.
And I didn't believe it, but then we looked up the actual factory that he said he worked at, and it was real. So
Yeah.
Was his name Jimmy?
Somebody's got to make it.
Yep.
Somebody's got to make
Yeah, exactly.
Somebody has to study the proper dildonics.
and he said, yes, it is true. We do have fights with them, sword fights with them. So
I believe
I
that.
mean,
Well, you got to test them. You know?
Wait,
yeah, test their durability.
Yeah, you got to make sure they held up.
that LCD board. That interests me. Yeah, I wonder what that is.
What about a dildo flavored Pop Tart?
Dildo flavored Pop Tarts. It's a good idea.
Your
What about
terrain
a-
bar.
Or a Pop-Tart flavored dildo.
Ooh,
Strawberry.
that's an interesting one.
Frosted cream pie flavor or something.
Oh,
Frosted cream pie.
Cream pie clean out proof.
Oh, dude.
cream pie, clean up.
I gotta work in the morning, so I'm gonna head home.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
What time?
I get up at like 8:30.
Oh, so it's not an early morning or anything. Oh, well, that's cool. This was interesting. It's still sitting right there. The pocket pussy.
Yeah.
It's right by the roadcaster. Mike's 2 new favorite toys sitting next to each other.
How much you want to bet he comes back in? He's like, well, guys, I guess
It
we're
was
going to end
totally-
the show now.
I'm real tired.
Microphone.
He's like, I'm real tired right now. You guys should go.
Yeah, we're going to cut this show a little early.
Alright, later, guys.
See you later.
See ya.
Later, man.
See you for the magical episode 69.
Yeah.
69 in 2 weeks. I yelled that out loud.
Don't forget.
Jay, we're totally going to 69 in 2 weeks.
Don't forget.
Don't forget 69.
69. It's a whole group thing. Everybody's going to be here for 69.
Thank you. Put up with you.
Because the anniversary thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. 17 years.
Thank you. Put up with you for 17 years now.
Yeah. There's no punctuation.
No.
Which
Told you.
annoys me. Not her. She can do whatever she wants. Other people not using punctuation, though. Oh, God, it drives me nuts. It's like, it's a Facebook post. Who cares? Like, just fucking use punctuation. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
It's a pet peeve of mine. Because it's one big, long, run-on sentence. I was always taught that run-on sentences are are bad.
Yeah, like when I type on Facebook, like it'll like automatically like certain shit. Like if I put I'm or don't
Yeah.
or something. But like on Instagram, it don't do that.
No, you gotta know what
I
you're
have
doing.
to do it. I don't like that.
If I write a post on anything, I'm writing it like I'm writing a fucking novel because I can't stand no punctuation. Not you. I said you're fine. I knew what you were doing. I knew you were using voice to text. Me, when I do voice to text, though, I'll say the word period.
I never
put
use
period.
voice to text.
Also, I don't use it because nothing ever comes out right.
I never use it.
Voice to text, I hate it. You have to actually say the punctuation. So you're like, hello, period.
Yeah, I know. I used to hate that somebody that I hung out with all the time would voice to text all the time and then go, comma, period, question mark, and I hated it.
I do that.
I hated it.
Type out with freaking punctuation.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you say it out loud so the thing does it for you. Yeah, that's the way it works. That's the way it works, guys.
I can't do that with my accent because everything turns out wrong.
I didn't think about that.
it'd be like, is this a girl or a guy?
One of my friends that she come down here with me, and she went to a store in Taos Bay to get some ice, ICE.
Yeah.
And it clearly says on the sign, ice. And, she went in there and goes, can I get a bag of ice? And they just kind of looked at her, what? She goes, ice. They kind of just looked at her, no, we don't have that. Because they couldn't understand what she was saying.
Yeah.
And she's just like, well, I just left. I said, well, it says on the store. She goes, well, they told me we didn't have it, so I just left.
They didn't know what she was saying.
A bag of ass.
That's what did she just want a bag of ass?
They
we
kinda-
don't do that around here.
She said they just kind of sat there and stared at her, and they're kind of just like looked at each other, and they're like,
You
what?
told her there was no bags of ass, right?
So, those are some nice gifts, though.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, you
happy-
made out
I was happy to
like a bandit.
Yeah.
happy to get a few of them.
Yeah, you gotta
Can't stop touching that
You got a
pocket pussy.
pan. You got a pocket.
You got a
pussy.
storage bag, you got a doorbell, so you can hear
Got a-
somebody's at the bed.
Yeah.
You got
You got a trimmer so you can do some manscaping.
Got some lighting thing that I
Some LED thing.
LED, that thing actually looked pretty cool.
Yeah. We're gonna come back
Well, I
next
think
week
we
and it's
can
gonna
like
be
yeah,
the
I think
whole
we-
room's lit
yeah, I
up.
think you can like set it up. It's got a remote control. It look like.
Oh, so you can do, like-
you can kind of
Different themes.
yeah. So
Got some killer gifts.
maybe we'll
Like my
you know.
computer does that. You can set it to where when your bass hits on your speakers, the LED lights come on.
Oh, nice.
You do like a heartbeat, so it does boom boom.
Looking for a heartbeat.
Don Johnson.
Great song.
Yep.
Yeah, you know
Great.
play guitar on that?
Dweezil.
Dweezil.
Yep.
Dweezil Zappa.
Dweezil motherfucking Zappa. Hey, I read something today. I did not know this.
Hmm.
Do you know who Dr. Lonnie Johnson is?
No.
He's a NASA engineer / Air Force engineer / genius who has over 100 patents to his name.
Okay.
But his most famous patent was when he was trying to make a fuel pump for the stealth bomber or something like that. He was working on something in his own time, but he was trying to figure out a way for this fuel pump to cool itself, had some kind of water system to cool it as it went. And they were worried about Freon leaking out, so he's trying to find a way to have water cool this thing down. And he made all these little nozzles he machined himself at his house. And he tried using one of them, and the way it worked is the nozzle was the right shape and everything, where it shot water 50 feet across his shop. It's like, whoa, that was impressive. I'm going to start working on something else because of this thing I was trying to invent for the Air Force. I'm going to invent the Super Soaker.
Oh, really?
He invented the Super Soaker. Tons of them. He has over 100 patents to his name, but he's all, whether it be for the military or NASA or the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, everything. He worked on the actual stealth bomber when they were doing it in secret. Mm-hmm. He worked on that.
Did you say when they were doing
Doing his duty as an Air Force officer. Yes, that's what I was saying.
Yes.
But his most famous one is a Super Soaker. all this other
Damn.
stuff.
There's quite a few things that came out of
$360 million is what he's worth now.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that came out of like people trying to make something real serious.
Yeah.
And like came up with something out of it.
That just
Yeah.
popped up in my feed today because today was the anniversary of the Super Soaker.
No,
Yeah, there are
I
a
don't know
lot
if
of
that's
things
true.
that they go to, especially with like medicine,
Yeah.
like how they with a Viagra was actually a heart medication.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
why you gotta kind of have a decent heart to use it,
Yeah.
because it was it ended up making dicks hard.
Well, yeah, there's one of them that's used now. It's like it treats like 3 or 4 different things, but initially that's not, I can't remember what it's called. I see the commercial.
Was it a dick pill?
No, it's just it's just a medication.
Oh.
I mean, it works for like psoriasis, and it works for this, and it works for several things.
Oh. I think they found it by accident though.
But yeah, well, initially it was for one thing, and then they're like, "Oh, well, it works for this, and it works for this, and it works for And I mean, it's just kind of especially like you were saying though with medications. That's how a lot of that. I mean,
Well, Dr. Lonnie Johnson and his friends when he was living in Alabama in the 50s and 60s.
he's not alive no more.
No, he's still alive. He's 70 years old.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, he's only 70. He's born the same age as Dad.
Oh,
But he's a black man from Alabama. And growing up in the 50s and 60s in Alabama.
Well, he had it easy.
He had it super easy.
Yeah.
And him and his friends came up with a way to shoot like these little, he called them China berries. I have no idea what China berries are. They must grow down there. But he found a way to use a tube and something else to make like a propulsion thing and shoot these things across the yard. So basically he invented a Nerf blaster back in the early 60s, but obviously he didn't know what the fuck a patent was. He's like, I wish I would have patented that because,
Well, Nerf blasters didn't sell a whole lot,
No. Those fucking things now, they're like, they use like military specs to make some of those fucking guns now.
Yeah.
It's like it shoots at 150 yards away. Like, it's a fucking dart. It's a foam dart. How do you get that thing to go 150 fucking yards away?
Yeah, my dad was playing with my nephew, and he had a Nerf gun.
Yeah.
And he didn't know how strong it was.
Yeah.
And he went to shoot me, and luckily it didn't hit me because it would have hurt.
Yeah.
And it fucking went 50 feet towards the garage and went boom, hit the ground. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm glad that didn't hit me, Dad.
They have a
Jesus.
fucking sniper rifle. You can buy a fucking Nerf sniper rifle and pick people off across the fucking yard.
Yeah.
It's insane. That's crazy. Ugh.
Nerf.
Kids don't play with that shit nowadays, though. I mean, hardly. They don't go outside like
No.
we all used to do.
They still sell those, though, I'm telling you.
They still sell, but it's like adults buying them like for their kids and like, oh, you need this, and their kids never play with it.
Right.
We actually went to a birthday party, and the kid wanted for his birthday party a Nerf gun war, and they have like 5 acres north of here, and we went up there and we had a Nerf war, and like I swear to God, it was like 15 minutes, and all the kids are like, except for the one kid, he wanted to keep playing, but it was. They don't want to do anything for more than 10 or 15 minutes at a time.
No, that's the maximum of their attention span.
Yeah.
That's all they. I can give you 10 minutes, Dad, maybe 15. Then I got to I got to move on to.
Then I go back to my phone.
When
my
school was
tablet.
out and it was nice out, I played Army with my buddies all day. We'd go like down the street. There was a big wooded area, and we would just all in fatigues and fake guns, and we would just like hide out.
Well, the day of the Nerf
Set
battle,
up
it was
teams.
95 degrees and humid, so I think that was the other thing that stopped the kids from playing too long. But also there was
So
four.
what?
There was also 4-wheelers, so I think that was more
Hydration is totally unnecessary.
like
Don't need
Nerf guns or ride this 4-wheeler over trails with hills and stuff.
See, that's why Super Soakers were so fun back in the
Yeah.
day. Nowadays, like my niece, if she comes over, she wants to go swimming.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Back in the day, we fucking sprinkler. We'd run in the sprinkler for hours enjoying that, And she's like, what's a sprinkler?
Oh, they don't know. They don't know.
My dad, he does a sprinkler for my nephews. They get in there, man. They get in it. But yeah, when they get like a little, I think when they get like, like maybe 10 or above, then they don't care about anything but technology.
It's even younger than that now, but yeah, you're right. It was my kids. That's why we waited so long to get them phones and shit, because I don't want them being that way. But you see like 4 and 5-year-olds like on their parents' phones.
Yeah, you do.
And stuff. Maybe not their, like they'll give them a deactivated phone or something, so they're not using.
Here, you're 3. Here's your new iPad.
Well, they
need a
do
fucking
that
iPad.
because it's a babysitter for them.
That's what it is. I know.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of it too. But man, I wish my kids would have never seen a TV. It's my fault though.
A TV?
TV, a phone.
Well, I mean, yeah. I
Back
mean,
in the day, that
I
was
meant
a punishment.
TV was the first thing. That was the first.
Can't go outside. Now it's like, okay.
is
They
it
don't ever go
is it-
outside, so is it really
I mean,
a
is
punishment?
is it weird to think that like we're like probably the last people on Earth that didn't have the internet growing up? We're like the last age people that
Yeah.
grew up without internet. There was no internet when we grew up.
I enjoyed putting on my,
I
my
bet-
rollerblades and, playing hockey out here, or,
Yeah.
it's
I've been telling guys I work with, younger guys than me, for probably 15 years or so. When they're
Dale,
like,
you're a
yeah,
slob."
I don't know what to do with my kids. They don't do anything. I'm like, ground them outside. When you got to punish them, just ground them to the outside.
yeah.
Just they won't know what to do. Make them go play.
Dale, yeah, don't step on the roadcaster, Dale. Thank you,
Hey, Dale.
fat ass. he wants to eat. Surprised.
He's after that pocket pussy.
He's saying, yeah, I want it. Give it to
I think
me.
he wants to go back out. He keeps walking by that door.
He only wants to go out because he hates like guests.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I thought he was like, the way he's at the window, I'm thinking, oh, there's another cat out there or something.
no,
Nah.
he just.
I watched
Annoyed.
him do that. Yeah.
I mean, he will. There is a black cat that comes around that he goes and runs around with, but it's probably not what he's just.
He's a bad influence on Dale.
Yeah.
my cat don't run around with no other cat. She's like, hell no. The cats come in here in my yard. They're screwed.
Yeah, your cat will fuck him up.
She eats bunnies too. I mean, she
Bunny
don't even want
killer.
bunnies. She's a bunny killer. She don't like when squirrels get attention. When my mom puts food out for the squirrels. Yeah, she gets all pissed off about that. Yeah, chases them off.
That's it.
Is Morgan still listening?
No.
Good.
Good.
No Morgan listening.
Finally.
He's probably laying
All he
down,
wanted-
jerking
all
off
he-
to Tom Brady and Master Chief right about now.
Yeah. That's a classic line.
Yeah.
All he wanted was you to open up them gifts.
And
He got what he wanted.
he has no further use for us when the gifts are open.
He wanted you to get your pocket pussy.
I got it. I'm
So-
happy with it.
That was a very nice thing he did, though.
All the way
That
from
don't happen very often, though.
It's
all
his,
the way from North Hollywood.
It was his birthday, and you got the gift.
Nice.
Yeah, Jeff, you got to get Hillbilly Havoc going again, man.
Hopefully we will soon. It's kind of been killing us because we actually got quite a few ideas.
Yeah,
We've
so-
already planned our Halloween episode.
Good.
Thanks to you guys. We've it's going to be a good Halloween. We're going to do B-rated horror movies, scary movies. I mean, we can do horror movies too.
Horror.
But
Horror.
Horror.
I think last year our Halloween special was pretty good. It was kind of unique.
It was.
the way
it
we
was,
did it.
It was one of my
Was that your
favorite ones
bracket
you
one?
did.
Yeah, that's where we put
Yeah.
all the horror movie icons
Yeah.
in a the NCAA tournament style bracket.
Yeah. That was pretty cool. What were you said you were going to record it with the 4th of July a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we were going to do part 2 to our 90s episode that we did.
Oh,
We
okay.
did part 1.
Yep.
And that was released in April. And then, COVID happened and everything got all fucked up.
Yep.
Put us on all different schedules and everything.
And then you ran out of batteries.
Ran out of batteries, yeah.
Yeah, that
Very
happened.
important thing to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That never happened to us when we used the Zoom
Yeah.
recorder.
Yeah, we never had any technical
Nothing.
difficulties.
No.
Or that, or we did it all the time, every
All
time.
the time. Always had batteries ready to go.
Have you gone back and listened to any of your earlier stuff?
No.
Yeah.
The last week, right before I went on vacation, I went back and listened to the very first episode.
Oof.
And then the episode when me and Morgan were in town,
Yeah.
when we were supposed to have the big battle, and we really didn't. We got
Nothing.
along the whole time.
That was
Yeah.
so anticlimactic. You
It really was.
You guys talked shit for weeks, and then got here like, "Hey man, what's up?" Woo.
Yeah, because we hadn't seen each other in like years.
Yeah.
And I was just amazed he was still alive.
Yeah. That
So-
ended up being nothing.
Because he's fat.
Yeah.
It was mostly him and Frank yelling at each other.
Yeah, that's what always happens. Him and Frank get together and they just yell.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
no reason.
They have issues with each other.
Either though Frank is better at video games than he
Yeah,
is.
he is.
Yeah.
He's totally better.
It's true.
He's totally better than Morgan.
I like when Frank don't shut up and Mike gets pissed off because he wants
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that was back in my heavy drinking days. And
Yeah.
like anything could set me off with him.
That you were
Do you have a
visiting
color
a couple
change-
of weeks ago.
Is that a color changing mug you have right there, Mike?
I don't think so.
Oh, because the top, I bought one. The shadow on it. I'm
No,
sorry.
no.
I
That's
thought
not
you were
shady.
It's a
asking if that
road
was a
cat.
color changing pocket pussy, right?
It could
there.
be.
Roadcaster.
Yeah.
You
It
did
could change
hit.
colors.
You did hit the button on the Roadcaster, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the record
I
button.
like
Yeah,
how
it's
you double
recorded.
checked it right there. You go, yeah.
That is a color changing pocket pussy. Later on, it's gonna be white
Yeah.
on the inside.
Jeff, the very first episode with the Roadcaster, like were we all the way through it, or we were part of the way through it, and he forgot to hit the button to.
Yeah, we went deep into it. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
So we were live
remember.
streaming, but it wasn't recording it
Right.
through the board. It was.
Yeah.
He had to go back and use the audio from one of the live streams.
I like to see your little fit there.
Actually, he was pretty calm about it.
No, he walked into the bathroom because he wanted to smash something.
Yeah.
I swear, still my favorite mic fit. What we were all drinking over it. I swear, I think we were here. Me and Morgan here for 4th of July one year, and we were over at Frank's having a party.
Yep.
And Mike was all quiet. I mean, he had not talked in forever. And me and Frank and a bunch of us, I think it was Bobby, we were all talking about Hulk and Thor. And then all of a sudden, Mike just stand up. He grabbed the chair and threw it and said, "Thor cannot whip the Incredible Hulk's ass." He threw it just out of nowhere. He had been silent for like 30 minutes.
Well, I wanted to get the point across.
And then we walked back from Frank's house. And I think I told the story before. Your sister had a bunch of friends that had called. And she told them not to come over. And you got mad. And we were on our way down. And there was like road barrels actually. And Mike was just babbling on. He's like, "My sex drive is over." And he kicked one of the road barrels over. I think
I don't
actually
remember
might have
that.
been 2 of them.
You had a violent night.
Yeah.
I have
Hey.
a violent outburst.
He just rambled the whole entire time the way back from Frank's. "My sex drive is over. She cock blocked me." And she just kicked and he just kicked the barrel.
I got dick cocked.
Dick cocked hard.
Dick cocked.
Dick cocked.
Serious dick cocking. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Remember that? And we had the old Nerd Fest parties. Those were good.
Oh yeah.
Back when we did LAN parties. LAN parties before the internet, you connected to each other's console or PC and played locally through a router. The router was what you used for the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids, in case you didn't know, I
We
didn't know.
explained it.
Well, no, yeah, or there were sometimes they were called switches.
And then eventually they
Network
just turned out to all out frat parties.
Yep,
Yep. That's basically.
it's kind of what happened.
There's some good times.
Yeah, we played Gears of War the original. Morgan's always trying to. We need to do Gears of War the original, man. Can't get anyone organized to do anything anymore.
Not the remastered version, like the original, or
Yeah.
would it be remastered?
Well, you can play the original backward compatibility.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know if
do it.
this is unpopular opinion or not, where I'm still catching up on where I got my Xbox back. But I finished Gears 4, and I'm just started Gears 5. I actually kind of enjoy it more than the originals.
What, 5 or 4?
Both of them.
Really?
Yeah, I think
I liked
they're
5.
turned out to be better than what the originals are.
I like.
don't know what
I
it
like
is.
5 and 4, but
I
not
just
better
that
than the original.
ending to 5.
See, I've not made it that far. I'm
Yeah.
still about. I think I'm second act. I
Gears
just started.
campaigns are all good. I don't care what anyone
But
says.
if I didn't play multiplayer on 5. I heard it was shit.
Yeah, I heard the multiplayer is really bad.
Yeah.
They've not been good since 2. I mean, 3 was all right, but that sawed-off shotgun was just it ruined the whole game.
Yeah, 3 was the best technically, like balance and everything. If they didn't have that sawed off,
Yeah.
sawed off fucked everything up.
Yeah,
I
even
did-
though I used it a lot,
Well, of course, if you suck, like
Yeah.
we do,
so I had to use it all the time.
so we just ran around with a sawed off all day.
I didn't play Gears 4 at all. Not at all.
I kind of seen the twist at the end coming,
Yeah.
what it was alluding to,
Yeah.
but I really enjoyed it because the one thing I was afraid of in Gears 4 was the reuse of the locust. How
Yeah.
they were going to incorporate it. Oh, they're back. I thought they were all gone. But the way they incorporated how they're back and what they are, I thought that was really good.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did a good job, period, with it. Yeah.
No, and I played the whole campaign of 5, and I liked it.
And that's the one thing I'm really not liking about this new Halo trilogy is, it's the Covenant, but they're an extremist of the Covenant in a way. It's like,
So it's just the Covenant.
yeah, it's just a
Yeah.
Covenant under different leadership. That's all it is.
Yeah. Management's changed.
Yeah.
They're like the Shiite Covenant.
Yeah.
The management changed.
Red Dead.
Red Dead Redemption.
I still ain't played Red Dead Redemption 2.
It's a great game.
Me either.
You got a 1X or just
I got the S.
S?
Yeah.
But yeah, the 1X is quite nice on that one. That's what I have.
I will never go back to Sony until they release part 2 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah,
Then I will go back for a week.
I am bummed out that they're gonna do Demon Souls remaster. I do want to play Demon Souls. I ain't gonna lie
hate
to
'em.
you. I hate everything about them, but Demon Souls. I like everything Miyazaki makes. I can't take it.
Never played one of them.
Well, they're real. They're niche. It's something like you don't get everyone into a Souls series. It's not for everyone.
Well, I'm worse at video games than you, so, I mean...
Yeah, we're about the same. I mean, you might.
You
like,
guys do suck.
You're better at some things. I'm better at others. But
Well, see,
you were better at Borderlands than me.
going back in the day, I could hold my own on Halo 2. So, but I try to go back now. Me and JP were been playing, and I just straight up suck bad.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even get a kill. I've killed myself several times on one map, just falling off the map.
Well,
That sounds like me.
I like how when I show people how to play a game, by the end of that day, they're better than me.
Yeah. And they're like 5
Yeah.
years old.
It's my nephew.
It's like, you just hit this.
He's like thrashing me.
And then you try to convince them that you were good at it.
Yeah, I
back
was
in the
good.
day.
It's just not right as we speak.
Yeah, it's not calibrated correctly.
It's not calibrate. I have a certain gifts.
the lag in the TV and the controller and
certain things suit me, others don't.
You need to bump up that refresh rate.
Yeah. It has nothing to do with my whatever. Yeah, but we need to get better. We need to get better, Jeff. So
overthrow Morgan and Frank.
yeah, we'll never be able to do that.
Frank, I'm coming for you.
Yeah,
So you can kick my ass.
coming for your title.
Yeah,
Where is Frank?
I haven't played a video game since 1994, but I'm
I like-
coming for you.
I like how I'm in town, no Frank at all.
He's busy.
He's busy sitting in his garage, mad that I'm not there in his garage.
Have you talked to him at all lately?
No,
Oh.
not in a while. He texted me Friday of last week to come over, and I had something going on. I didn't want to do another Mike pity party, so I just told him, not really feel like doing nothing. But and I wouldn't say he was mad. He was like, all right, man, whatever, But yeah, he did contact me last week to go over there. So
All right.
this is it, Yeah, well, I guess we're gonna end the show, guys.
Wow, early tonight.
Well, it's it sounds like we're
We're 20 minutes
dying
early.
out here.
If there ain't no sense, it's like a punk rock song. It doesn't need to go any longer. It needs to.
Right.
I want to point this out. I had a series of 5 show notes, some stuff I wanted to touch on. And Mike sent me a list of 11 or 12. Dude, we fucking touched on every single one of them.
Whoa,
We did it
really?
all. We did it.
We got
all.
everything in.
Really?
We
Yeah,
did
and
it
extra.
all.
That's a first.
We
I
actually
think.
stuck to a format.
Well, I mean,
Sort of.
kinda. It jumped around.
And we brought up pedophilia.
Yep.
Yeah, we always hit
Red
that.
Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah.
South Park. We brought up South Park.
I do
Midsummer.
want to bring up South Park real quick. So, I have not watched South Park since Chef died.
Oh wow.
And since I've been on vacation, that's all I've watched is South Park in The
Yeah.
Office. And I really forgot how great South Park really was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to point that.
Even
bring that up.
some of the newer seasons where they kind of just continue them like episode to episode, because they're only doing like 10 a year now, where they were doing like what they did him like 6, and then they did like 6.
Yeah.
Now they're just doing like one time a year, and they kind of.
But the stories kind of run together.
Runs together, yeah.
I can't wait till the next season just to see really how bad they're going to rip into. I mean, COVID and all that. Oh God,
yeah, they're gonna tear it up.
Tear it up.
Yep.
We should wrap it up so Mike can use that bug pussy.
Yeah. That's why I really need you guys to get out.
Yes, we're ending the show early. For
early.
technical,
we're only doing 2 hours and 40 minutes tonight instead of 2 hours and 55 minutes.
Ran out of batteries.
All right, guys.
Peace.
See ya.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to